This is 13.5.
13.5. Okay. So I stayed behind.
Yes. Iku, you stayed behind. You watch as the ship sails into the rolling fog to the southwest. Frankie and Tazdroth looking back at you as they leave, being
As
sailed by Trent.
as I watched the ship sail away,
You see all escorts, like several escorts around it too, leaving with it. But anyways, what?
as I watched the ship sail away, I note a sense of discomfort at being separated from Frankie. And it's not really a feeling Iku is familiar with.
Well, this is the first time that you've been away from her since you've woken up in the tavern. You haven't really completely been away, so you do feel separation anxiety from it's an odd feeling, yeah.
Even though half of me wanted to stay behind and do the work that I can do, I'm now taking note that there's this other feeling of like there's something not right about staying behind. And I hope Frankie is going to be okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So you look around and you see a few guards watching you. You were escorted from the Citadel to the harbor, but they don't seem too alarmed that you did not go with your group.
Okay. I'm going to walk over to the guardsman.
He says to the helmet,
Yes, sir. How may I be of assistance?
Yes, my friends. Do you know who I am by chance?
You are with that group. They came here to speak to the Emperor. Why did you stay behind?
It's simply my duty. I cannot leave this place. You see, there's something important to me remaining here.
Oh? And what might that be?
Oh, I'm not quite sure yet. Perhaps a friend. Or perhaps an enemy. I have yet to find out. What are your
he's
names?
gonna roll insight.
Okay. What does he want to know?
He wants to know if you're telling the truth or not. Or if you're just saying stuff.
All right. What does he? Let me see. What did he get? A 17. Oh wow. Okay. So this guard can probably tell I'm not
He's a
telling
little
him something.
suspicious. Yeah.
I'm not telling him something.
Yeah.
He might not know exactly what, but he can probably tell I'm being intentionally cryptic.
Yeah.
I say, yes, I have work. I would like to see the city, I mean. Anyways, I was instructed by your superior that I could find lodging here. Where might you suggest I look? Somewhere I could stay.
Well, they have places here in the Seaside District.
Yes.
The Artisan District has higher priced places, but if you're a little low on your dime, then stay at the seaside. Be wary of the prison, though.
Be wary of the prison? Why might that be?
We don't like visitors getting too close.
Too close to the prison? Is it dangerous?
Yes. Sometimes escapees do make it out into the seaside. It doesn't take long before we catch them.
Well, it's awfully generous of you to tell me this. Thank you for your good advice, my friend. Tell me a bit about yourself. You've been so good to me.
I'm just a guard doing my duty.
Well, you're quite respectable. I should hope all guardsmen should be like yourself. If I should come across your superiors, I'll speak highly of you. If you could only tell me what to refer to you as.
I'm Charleston.
Charleston. You've been quite good to me, Charleston. Thank you so much. I'll look to this inn that you referred me to, and I'll tell them you sent me there.
He nods and then goes back to, like, just walks away, patrolling guard
Good.
stuff.
Good old Charleston. What inn has he told me about?
So there's one particular inn in Seaside that most visitors come to, and that will be the Wayfaring Stranger.
The Wayfaring Stranger. Okay, I probably can't stay there. Because I'm
Why is
sure there'll be, like, looking for me there. Right?
You don't know.
I assume so. I'm kind of paranoid. So, whatever
Wayfaring Stranger is right there at the dock front.
whatever the Wayfaring Stranger is, I'm gonna go there and look for their competition. And then I'm gonna stay at some
More of
other
an inn, actually.
more low-key inn. So, like, I don't want to go to the inn that, like, they referred me to. But I want to go to some other smaller inn and check in under a fake name.
Well, he told you there was one in the artisan district.
Okay.
There's some in the artisan district that are. He didn't tell you what the names of them were.
Okay, and the Wayfaring Strangers in the Holbeard district?
Yeah, all these names, the artisan district, seaside district, academic district, like all these names are like translations.
Okay.
What they
Tell you
call
what, can I roll insight to determine if the inn I'm going to is likely to be, if I'm likely to be followed or spied upon at that inn?
Yeah.
What I get?
The guards
Ooh,
know where that guard
yes.
knows where you're going because he told you that's like where you should go.
Charleston.
Did I speak to him for at least a minute? Did I see his face?
No, not through a helmet.
Oh shit, okay, so... Okay. Very well. Alright, so I'm going to go to the Wayfaring Stranger Inn and get a room to start with.
Alright.
But I'm going
You
to...
walk up to the clerk and he says,
Well, I'm not going to go into the inn as myself,
oh, okay.
but as... As an attractive young woman.
Okay.
An exceedingly attractive girl. Is what
So
I'm
a
going
really
to go
attractive girl
A
you go in as,
disarmingly attractive person.
and the clerk standing at the desk says, welcome, young miss.
Hi.
Wayfaring Stranger accepts all who walk and travel to Mordon.
Oh, well, I'm very fortunate. I was hoping, could I get a room, perhaps?
Yes, you can. Would you like the rich suite or just a plain one bed?
Just a plain one bed for me. Nothing too fancy for me.
Well, I usually charge 3 gold, but seeing a lass like you, perhaps 50 silver will do.
Oh my gosh, you're an angel. I need to save every penny I can. Every copper I can.
Good God. I'm sorry. Okay.
Thank you
he-
so much, mister. What's
he's
your
a
name?
Brian.
Brian. Thank you, Mr. Brian. You really helped me out. I owe you one. And I give him a wink.
It's always a pleasure of mine.
And I rush upstairs. Stepping inside, I look about in my room and I say, how does my room look?
It's a plain one bed with wood paneling, one nightstand, a small table with like 2 chairs. Say it's probably about 200 square feet ish. I don't
Okay.
know how big that is. Like that's like
And you were saying with my nat 20 inside, I had determined this was a safe place for me to reside?
no. The guard. Okay, so Charleston told you that's where you should go. He suggested that.
Uh-huh.
So if he was to report back to anyone about this, about you, he would say he's either at the Wayfaring Stranger Inn or somewhere in the Artisan District.
Okay, but I don't
And
look
he
like
would,
Iku anyway, so I'm okay.
yeah, yeah.
So the fake name I'll have given them was what's the girl name?
Christina. I don't know.
Okay, I'll go with the name.
All right.
Oh my god. I'll go with the name Christia.
Christia. Is that what you said?
Christia. I don't know why.
Christier. Okay, that's fine.
I don't know if I even like the name. But that's just
Medieval
what comes to
setting.
mind.
Okay.
So Christier, this young lass Christier. Okay. Okay. So I'm pretending to be this girl Christier, and I'm staying in this room, and my room is like kind of a shoddy one-bedroom.
Yeah.
So
It's, you feel like it's a little overpriced for what he originally had said, but you're lucky that he was such a nice guy.
okay. So looking about my room, I sort of say,
Yes, this is satisfactory. This will serve as a proper laboratory.
and like sort of looking about, I'm going to use prestidigitation to carve these eldritch symbols into the floor, and I carve a symbol of each of the old gods in a circle, and then I sit in the center of that circle,
And you're gonna meditate?
and I say,
Come to me, Kawada.
and I sort of like start intoning an eldritch primordial as I
So
summon
you summon
Kawatha.
your octopus. I need to make a character token for that guy, but I'll do it later. I'll just bring him out and say, I'll steal him from another map. If I can.
I'm just like,
Yo, 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 yo.
just muttering in primordial as I like hover off the floor and my eyes roll into my head.
Okay, so you bring out Kuwatha.
You know what? I don't know how you feel about this. I like the flavor that like Kuwatha is like summoned out of my forehead.
Yeah, that's where
And
it usually comes from.
I like conjure it and it like spills out from my forehead into the air.
Well, you notice this time your head doesn't even split open. Arcane energy just like spills out.
Just erupts,
Yeah.
gushes out in a burst, and this
Yeah,
thing
it
slips
spills
into
out,
the air.
falls onto the floor as like an amorphous blob before transforming into an octopus.
Ah, my friend. You and I have work to do, Kawada.
It looks up you expectantly.
I'm alone here in this strange land. My only friend is gone. Save for you. Perhaps I'm not truly alone.
And I pick up Kuwatha and I say,
You've been here for me throughout this journey, Kawada. I'm grateful for you.
It looks at you expectantly.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
and I
Alright.
I sort of lift Kuwatha and I place him on my head and I sort of like slide him over the top of my head like a hat.
Alright. Are you still a little lady?
Yes.
Okay, so are you wearing something over Kuwatha or just? Oh wait, it doesn't matter. No one can
Kuwatha's
see him
invisible.
besides you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm basically this person walking around with like this octopus worn over his face.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So you leave the inn.
Yes, so I'm leaving the inn now. And I was warned to stay away from the prison, right? Because it could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay.
People sometimes escape from there. and they tell people like it could be dangerous, like if you run into one.
Okay.
So,
What time of day is it?
so when you guys arrived for the council discussion, the peace talk, it was in the morning, and when they when you guys had left, it was closer to like afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So, if this is the case, what... So, the Seaside District, what is in the Seaside District?
Um, the Seaside District, it's mostly like places for sailors to live. Uh, there's a small guard house here as well, like guard garrison, but it's mostly for like sailors and like people who like build ships.
Okay. Um, alright. So, if that's the case, I am going to go to, I suppose, a shipyard. And I'm looking for the biggest, most impressive shipyard.
You look around, roll me a perception. Find the biggest and most impressive ship.
Oof.
I mean, you see like a bunch of sails right here, like over the roofs of several buildings. That's the only thing you see.
Okay, well, can I go to the building that has like a bunch of ships around it?
Yeah, so like right here.
Okay. So I'm going to enter that building, still as this Christier persona.
Okay. So you go to the front of the building. There's a few guards in front of it.
Okay. And as I sort of walk up to the doors, I'm going to try and go inside.
The guard stops, like, sorry, miss, you can't be in here.
Oh? Why not?
This is official military. It's a military space. We can't allow civilians in.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. You see, I'm a student, a historian, you might say. I was really hoping to learn everything I could about this place. I didn't realize we couldn't go inside. Say, I don't suppose you could help me, could you?
Well, if you're a student, maybe I should direct you towards the academic district.
Oh, please. I'm looking to learn anything I can about this place. It's just so much.
There's a rather large library in the middle of the academic district. It's hard to miss.
A library in the academic district? That sounds perfect. Thank you so much.
You have a good day, miss.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
thanks. No, that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this library.
Alright, so the library is fairly far away. Roll me a perception as you're walking to the library.
16.
Okay, so as you're walking, you're about right here, and you see this guy perched up on a wall. Like,
Can
city
you
wall
click him
down
and hit Shift Z for me so I can get a better look at him?
Oh,
Okay, like so an old man with an owl.
yeah.
Okay.
He's looking down at you, and you blink, and all of a sudden he's gone.
Ooh, that's the second like eerie thing to happen in this city.
Did you see that, Goatha? Strange things happening in this city. The city that I dreamed about. I can't help but wonder if something terrible will happen here.
Huatha wriggles, and you can feel it.
That tickles Goatha.
One tentacle slips down and slithers into your ear.
Get the fuck out.
That's my brain,
Oh.
Goatha.
So, yeah, you blink and the guy's gone. I have
Okay.
No idea where he went.
Okay.
Very suspicious. I should keep my wits about me. Let's see. Where's this library?
Where's
Um,
this library?
The library
It's
is
in the
right. Yeah.
academic district. Oh, I see. Okay. Whoop. Okay, can I go there?
Yeah. So you go into the library, and it is giant. It's like the Library of Congress kind of deal. Like it's a big ass library.
This is a big ass library.
The librarian looks at you and is like, "Yes."
Oh, sorry. I have a bit of a scratch in my throat.
So she's like, "And what can I do for you today?"
Hi, miss. I was wondering if you could help me. You see, I'm studying history. I'm a historian, you might say. Would you be able to direct me towards any information on Mordon's shipbuilding? Or perhaps any of the wars we've been involved with? I know our beautiful country has dominated some of the weaker forces we've struggled against.
Like, a lover of history. Well, I can point you towards the war reporter. And she like points towards the back of the room. He's like, "You'll find everything about the histories of Mordon's wars and victories."
Oh, yeah, that's precisely what I'm looking for. Thank you so much.
All right, so you go back there, and what are you looking for?
All right, how did Mordon beat these other countries? And
Through
what happened
sheer.
to those countries after they won?
So, after, like, you spend a lengthy session, like, looking through, like, several books. And Mordon, to put things, to summarize it, Mordon is just, like, their military strength is unstoppable. And they basically have, like, they have industry on their side. Like, they're able to churn out ships and weaponry and all that stuff, like, extremely fast. So whatever they lose, they gain like 3 times more. So it's like they've been able to beat like their weaker enemies through sheer dominance that way. Like they have an industrial advantage.
They
You
have like
also learn
unlimited
that
resources.
not unlimited, but they can like
They
build
can just
stuff very
crank out
fast.
insane amounts
Yeah,
of shit really fast.
yeah.
Okay.
You also know that Mordon wasn't a single country like thousands of years ago. It was like 4 different countries, which all like were dominated by a single one, which happened to be called Mordon.
What were
So
those
like
4 countries?
uh Estval, Tolnir, and what's it called? Windval.
And there was one more?
And Mordon was the fourth one.
Okay, so Mordon
Was
dominated the others.
Yeah. And you also learn that most of those countries were Elvish, or primarily Elvish.
Is Mordon human?
Yeah.
Oh shit, so it's humans just like wrecking elves and assimilating them. So how did they assimilate the elves?
Um, well, it started, they sectioned them off into certain parts of the city and used doctrine to make like all of their practices illegal. But they found use in the elves. They were able to utilize their impeccable aim and martial skills. They built a monastery on the northeast side of town to like train humans and elves alike in this practice.
So they put the elves to work? I'm gonna grab some water while you tell me this.
Um, yeah, basically. Like they said, we won't like destroy your people if you like teach us your fighting ways. And that's also what helped Mordon become like a military superpower, is that like they're humans who have learned like how to fight like elves. And so like they have that archery monastery or archery academy that's on the northeast side of town.
Interesting. Okay.
What was your other question?
Let's see. What happened to... Well, I guess you said they put them to work. Okay. What about their shipbuilding? How is the status of Mordon's navy? Because
The
like,
navy is at its top strength as of now. There was one time where they were at their lowest, and that was when Galen had their navy intact.
What happened to
And
Galen's navy?
uh, it was unknown. They don't know what happened to Galen's navy, but you know. Actually, you don't know. Never mind. You don't know what
Oh
happened
no.
to Galen.
So
Frankie knows what happened to Galen's navy.
so the ship, if I recall as a player, the ships were destroyed, but Iku doesn't know that because Frankie read that, right?
Yeah. So Gallus, who was like the right hand to Paragus, and his son Tegus, who was the admiral, basically like betrayed Tegus and like fled and left the rest of the navy in disarray because he didn't want to die at sea.
So what happened to the navy after that? The ships just were destroyed?
Yeah, they were destroyed, but a lot of it was just like desertion. Like sailors just like took their ships and sailed to different parts of the world, not returning to Galen.
How bad is piracy in the Elegant Sea?
In the Regal Sea,
The Regal Sea, yeah, sorry.
um, it's not too bad. Mordon is the reason why it's not rampant, and Armith too. But like, there are smugglers that aren't usually bothered because they're able to pay their way out of things, like those pirates that you met in Galen.
Okay, okay. Is there any information on shipbuilding or the way
Yeah, there
Mordon
is
ships are
some.
built?
No, there's nothing like how the Mordon's military builds their ships, but there's like general information on shipbuilding,
Okay.
like how to build like a non-combat ship, like a de-weaponized ship.
Okay, okay, okay. Um. All right. Let's get crazy. Let's fucking. All right. So that base I found before was a military base, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this. I'm gonna look up, or you know what? Can I just investigate around by like asking a few different people, like what they think of King Mordon, like or Emperor Mordon rather?
God. Yeah, you can start asking.
Okay. So I'm basically just asking around. I don't even know if I need to roll for this, but oh, I rolled a 9. So I'm asking around basically like, what do people think of the Emperor? And like, does the Emperor walk around the city or is that really strange?
The Emperor does not walk around the city. You're asking like different like civilians, and they give you a straight answer. Like we don't see the Emperor walk around the city. In fact, we don't see his wife or his son, his supposed son. In fact, the common thing is that the Emperor, when his son is born, he's sent off to an unknown location to like learn how to fight and rule, and then he comes back on his 18th birthday.
Okay.
So he's sent off to like a school to learn how to be an emperor, and then comes back on his 18th birthday, and then like he'll eventually replace the reigning one, and it's usually like the son is usually the same name of the same name. So like the current ruling emperor is the 18th. His son next in line would be the 19th.
Okay, so was he educated here in the academic district?
No, he's sent to an undisclosed location to
Fuck.
train.
Okay.
Uh,
Shit. Okay. All right.
Okay, so you asked about the emperor. What was your other question?
What do people think of the Emperor?
Let's see. What do people think? Is that how the question's worded exactly?
How is the Emperor received by others? Is he respected? Is he feared?
Yeah, there's so many questions here. I'm looking. Okay, so people in general, yeah, it's fear, it's respect through fear, but they also understand like that they're in the best like hands. They're in the best situation. Like they won't be harmed if they like pull their weight in the city. Like, they're not exactly poor or starving. They're pretty well off, like most of the people in the city.
Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go back to where that military shipyard was.
Alright.
And I'm going to wait for a moment when no one's really around. And then I'm going to create an entourage of that helmeted knight that has spoken into my thoughts. A small group of like 6 guardsmen.
Alright.
And myself as as Emperor Mordon. Where's this place? This was back in the Seaside District.
Yeah.
So I'll come back down here.
Yeah, it's down here. I'll leave Kuatha with you. Alright, so
I can't control Kuatha.
you're using Silent Image to create
an entourage, and I'm going to look like Emperor Mordon.
okay, so you disguise yourself as Emperor Mordon. I'll give you control of this token if I can. Actually, I'll just do represents EQ. Alright, can you control him? He's above your token, or he's on top of it.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Alright, and then next up, who else?
I was just going to make an entourage of that helmeted knight who had greeted us at the docks that I followed all the way back. I had made...
His name is, Warlord Falric.
Warlord Falric. Okay, so Warlord Falric, Emperor Mordon. Oh shit, look at that fucking guy. Holy shit. Warlord Falric, Emperor Mordon, and an entourage of guards are going to sort of walk with purpose towards this shipyard.
Alright, so an entourage of guards. You guys are walking with purpose. Alright, and you make it to the shipyard. Alright, what do you do? They say, Emperor, what are you doing here?
Yes, I'm making a trip, you see. I've taken a particular interest in
They're also bowing. Like,
the Admiral's capabilities. One of you, identify yourself.
I'm no.
Who's in charge here?
Well, it's General Ordron.
General Ordron,
Yeah, you met him at the council.
I see. Well, where's the General at the moment?
He's back at the Citadel.
Back at the Citadel. Very interesting. Listen, all of you. I'm here to check in on the General's progress and make sure things are to the quality I expect them to be. As such, this is a test. Therefore, none of you are to inform the General of my presence here. I am to see if, when the General is not being watched, he is operating as I expect. Is that understood?
Yes, my leader.
Excellent. Now, keep my presence here a secret. And one of you, who's in charge?
General Ordron?
No. I mean, like, who's on the shift? Who's in charge? Who's the captain? Like, who's at the shipyard? Who's chief engineer here? I'd like to meet with them privately.
He's up in the ship bay.
Excellent. I'd like to meet with him privately. Myself and you said this guy's name was Falkreath? Falric. Myself and Falric will be speaking with him personally.
Alright.
Tell him to meet with me at once, in private. I wish to see how these ships are made, and what his thoughts on them are.
So you are going to speak to Sage, and it's just, yeah, he's the guy running like the whole building operation, and you just get him like in a private like room, and I assume you have like the guards all stand nearby, or
Yes, they're all standing nearby. They all look quite serious. Wait, are you talking about my illusionary entourage? Or are
Yeah.
you talking about the actual guards?
your entourage.
The actual guards are to tell no one I'm here. My entourage will just remain nearby,
Okay.
but sort of out of reach. So, like, I will sort of stand closest to this engineer. And you said his name was what? I'm sorry?
What?
You said the engineer's name was what?
Sage. Engineer Sage.
Engineer Sage. So I say, well, you must be Engineer Sage. Is that so?
Says yes. I run this operation. Thought you knew who I was.
And I say, I do. I'm just... Well, being formal is all. Perhaps there's no need for formalities, but... Nonetheless, I want you to explain to your Emperor how your ships are built. To the T. I'm here to assess the Admiral's capability.
He looks at his like work on its like laid out on like a table, and he looks back and he says, "It's complicated, but I can try and help you understand." And
How dare you? Are you implying your Emperor might not be competent?
I'm sorry, sir. I was only trying to be helpful.
The impudence. I'll forgive it. Tell me at once. I wish to know it all.
So he goes on to explain that the ships in Mordon use 3 types of wood, but they use oak as their primary like hull building. This like makes the ships like very strong against cannon fire. But another thing is they have like, I mean, they load them up with cannons. Like each ship has about like 20 cannons on each side.
Each ship has
But-
20 cannons. They're primarily made of oak. Where do we get these resources?
Well, oak trees are fairly common, but they import them from like the southern part of Mordon, like the country. The southern
Okay.
part of the empire is where they import them from.
How many ships do we currently have in our navy?
117.
117 ships. Where are they right now?
Most of them are out at sea. Some of them are like, as you can see, some of them are in port, but we're churning out maybe about 20 ships a week. The goal is to get about 500.
What route are our supply ships on?
He's like, he looks at you and says, our supply ships, we're not currently trading much, but we have some going to Port Chiss for provincial goods.
I'm talking about the encampments north of Galen.
Oh, along the coast. We don't want the enemy to see where we're going with them.
Of course not. But I want to know the precise routes.
Precise routes, and he's like, so be it. And he like shows you like a map, and I'm just gonna bring you to like the Galen world map.
I say, I want a copy of this prepared for me at once.
So he's going to just draw a line on this world map. What color do you want the line in?
Can you put it in red for me?
Okay, so big red line. And so this is Mordon, and it will go this way, follows the coast very closely to that bay. Do you see it?
Very well. And how many defending vessels do we have for these supply ships? Surely our supply ships aren't completely undefended. Of course I
You won't
trust
be
the
disappointed.
Admiral in this, but I want to know for myself.
You won't be disappointed. We usually have 4 or 5 vessels going with these supply ships. None of them have been sacked yet.
How many cannons on them?
Same as before, 20 on each flank.
You're quite informative, Engineer Sage. Now tell me, I'm quite curious. We've done well in our innovation here in Mordon, particularly with my expansion of our industry. But I want to know, what are our weaknesses? How can our ships be improved upon? Where does innovation need to happen within our navy?
He says, well, sappers, I've always wondered, like, sabotage, if sabotage could be a thing, and it's very real. The inside of the ship is quite weak and could be damaged by, explosive charges. The other day there was a fire, and the mast completely collapsed into the middle of the ship, so we're looking to reinforce it.
I see. Is there anyone else in this room right now?
No, it's just you and the guy in Falrick's image.
Okay. And who is this guy? Is he like an old man? They're like my guard image, or are there actual guards?
He's like a middle-aged, like 50-year-old guy.
Okay.
They're your images.
Right, okay. Okay. So he gives me this information, and I say, at once, I want you to give me a copy of the ship. Of our current ships, our warships. I want to see for myself how these ships are designed and how they operate inside and out. I want to know how many men it takes to run one of these ships and everything that it requires to make one.
So he like just hands you over a copy of blueprints, and he's like, this is everything that I've worked on with these ships.
And who, besides yourself, is in charge of making these ships?
You appointed me, sir.
Good. Tell me, what's your opinion of the Admiral?
The Admiral's a fine man. We wouldn't have the advantages at sea if it weren't for him.
I see. You've served your Emperor well, Engineer Sage. Is there anything else I should know about the way this Navy is operated? The Admiral's welfare may well depend on your answer.
It's pretty cut and dry.
I see. Is this person armored? Or wielding any weapons?
He's just wearing, like, tunic.
Oh my god, I kind of want to kill this guy. This guy's the chief engineer of the city?
No, chief engineer of the shipyard.
Of the shipyard. And it's like the military shipyard?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I kind of want to assassinate this guy. I say, you've served your Emperor well. Do me a favor, tell no one of this meeting, as this is part of my assessment of the Admiral. If I should find out that you've betrayed your Emperor's interests, well, I should be quite disappointed in you, Engineer.
I understand. I tell no one.
Good. Then I shall take leave. And I'm going to leave.
You leave, and roll me a perception check as you're leaving.
17.
You hear like you hear someone like decompress as you're like leaving.
He's like stressed out.
Yeah. But as you're leaving, you hear a voice in your head. And the voice says, Iku, what games are you playing?
Oh shit. I wish I could speak to this voice. Is it the same voice that spoke into my thoughts before?
Yeah, when you first arrived.
Oh god, what is this guy's name? Falkrath?
Falric.
Falric. I'm gonna put that in the chat. Falric. Okay. Interesting. So, Falric. I'm very curious about this Falric. So he has spoken into my thoughts again.
Not Fall. You don't know if it's Falric. You just keep hearing a voice.
Oh, it's the voice. Okay. All right. So, as I leave, I'm going to step outside with these documents.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say,
We've done well, Kuatha. I was looking for this information. I think this will be quite useful to us.
and I'm going to... Let's see, what do I need to do next? Okay. I'm going to look into the history of Mordon. Up in the academic district.
Are you still maintaining your disguise?
No. As soon as I'm out of sight, I'm going to switch out of that extremely high-profile disguise. Because I do not want to be that high-profile. I'm going to go back to Christier.
Alright, so you go back to Christier and then you go to the library?
Yes, I'm going to go to the library. Well... I guess no, I'm gonna go. Well, yeah, sure. I'll go to the library. So essentially, what I'm looking to learn is what Mordon's involvement with the old gods was, because I saw the symbols of Kavuntu on the pillars in the Citadel.
Alright. 1 second. I am spacing out these questions, so I'm not... Oh, okay. So you were looking for information on their involvement in the old gods at the library.
Mm-hmm.
You find no books on the old gods, despite your most detailed searches.
Okay. So I'm going to go to the head librarian, right?
Alright.
And I'm going to say, "Hi, excuse me, I had a question, a rather private question, if I may."
And she says, yes, there's no stupid questions here.
Well, it's a little taboo. You understand. The thing is, I'm very interested in the history of Mordon, and I was wondering if you could tell me anything about our history with, old religions.
Sorry, miss, but religion is banned in this city.
Yes, I know, but when did that ban take place and why? Perhaps you could tell me a little bit about it. I'm a traveler, you see, and I'm quite fascinated with Mordon.
Fortunately, it was before you and I's time, so I couldn't tell you much myself.
Religion was banned. Interesting. You said, that if I could take a guess at to where that ruined temple was outside of Mordon, it would have been back out at sea?
Yeah, back out at sea on a opposite shoreline.
Could I pay someone to take me there?
You can look for someone, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would like to do that. So, seeing as religion is banned, I'm gonna figure out what's going on, and I'm gonna travel to
Roll
that.
me an insight to, understand where this temple's at.
I'm gonna roll guidance on this.
Okay.
Save me guidance. 13?
13. You just only know the direction, but going back to the world map, let me drag you there. going back to the world map, you can see that the distant shoreline that you had spotted was right here.
Way down
in
there.
this area. Yeah.
That's really far. How far out is that?
That's like, let's say give or take 100 miles.
100 miles?
Yeah,
Holy
something like
shit.
that. It's pretty
So
far.
that's like a 3 days travel?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, then I'll do that at the end of the day.
Alright.
Okay, what else do I want to learn? Okay. I want to learn about... I've learned about their shipbuilding. Can I go to the steel foundry to learn about their production?
Yeah, sure. So you go to the steel foundry, and it's just like before with the shipyard. They're kind of like hesitant on letting you in.
Mm-hmm.
But they are willing to explain to you. They're just like, steel is made here, and we prefer no one go in to tamper with the products. They tell you how steel is made. It's made with um, like 3 parts iron, 1 part coal, and 1 part stuff called chromium.
Okay. And
And
where
the
are
coal
they
is
getting all of
usually
this?
there's mines up north
Up north? Are they shipped here? Or do they come by like
by cart.
by cart?
Yeah,
Okay. Do these come
horsepower
from the
cart.
ice barons? Or like
No, but close to it.
okay. Hmm.
There's a mountain range like that, kind of like borders the ice barrens. That's where they mine.
Can they tell me where these shipments come from?
Yeah, the
Like,
mountain range.
well, like they tell me the mountain range, but can they tell me like, can I say like, oh, like the forest must be very thick up there. Like, how do these carts find their way down from the forest?
The trails.
Trails. Which trails might those be?
There's one that's leading north out of the city that you can follow,
Interesting. And
and it's this trail.
okay.
Or actually, no, it's this one. It's this trail.
Okay, so I'm going to mark that as like that's part of where Mordon gets some of their shipments for steel production.
Yeah.
And I take it the lumber, because like I'm sure the steel people know a little bit about like where we get all of our lumber from.
The same general area. There's a ton of thick forests that are cut down.
Okay,
But the
okay.
land that they like managed to take from Armith, they also deforest that as well.
How is the steel foundry? Do they have all the resources they need? Are they low on resources?
No, they're working along. They're producing all they need for, and it's also an iron foundry too. They just make swords and armor all day.
Okay, okay. I kind of want to kill the people in charge of these industries. I wish I did more damage. God. Okay. Okay. Let's go to... Ooh, I want to go to the garrison, but that feels so risky. I'm like scared to go there. So what is this monastery over here?
Monastery is what the librarian told you about, or I forgot who told you. Oh, yeah, no, you did read it at the library. So the elves used to like have a rich colony in this area of the world. The humans of Mordon like overthrew each colony and like overtook them, and the elves that were spared, in exchange for their martial skill, were allowed to have like a temple to like teach like people and elves alike how to fight for Mordon's militaries.
Okay, I want to go to the monastery. Take me to
Alright.
the monastery right now.
So you go to the monastery.
Okay, okay. But this time I'm going to go to the monastery as a town guard.
Okay. So you go as a guard. A guard. You are now a guard.
Okay. So I'm going to stroll up in this monastery. And kind of walking in, I'm going to look for anyone who seems to be like helping people, like a front desk person or something.
You walk up and there's a a like another guard.
Okay.
There's, welcome to the monastery.
And I say, thank you. Listen, I was looking to do a bit of studying in my free time and perhaps sharpen my skills. I was wondering if I could obtain any resources for additional training.
Additional training. Well, you haven't been trained here before.
And I say, no, I have. I wish to further my studies. Commit myself a little farther to our cause, sharpen my skills. Be of greater service to Mordon, I'm sure you understand.
Well, Master Haldir is always willing to take students back. And he like motions towards like a main building.
Okay. So I say, thanks, and I'm gonna go speak with Master Haldir.
So you go into like this area, and there's a bunch of like archers like practicing like techniques, like bow and arrow techniques, and you see a man that you've never quite seen before. He's taller than the average human, and he has like long ears, like long pointy ears, and he seems like elegant in a way.
I say, Master Haldir, I see you're training. Could I borrow a moment of your time?
This is what he looks like.
Okay.
He has exquisite runes on his face too. So he says, "Yes, my son. What can I do for you?"
Well, you see, Master Haldir, I've had a particular interest in elven history, particularly in its involvement with Mordon, and I know our peoples have had a bit of a rough past, but I was hoping to learn a little bit more about you and your people and your ways, and perhaps dedicate myself a little more towards the training that you
You
offer.
see his brow furrow, and he says, "This isn't the place to speak of this."
Is there a better place? Forgive me.
I'm sorry, but I can't share that information with you. You know the rules.
Yes, of course, the rules. Very well. I'm sorry to have disrupted your training.
He says, "Don't step out of line again, or else the Emperor will hear about it."
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this guy alone. This guy doesn't want to have anything to do with me.
So he goes back to his pupils.
Okay. So I'm gonna talk to another guardsman somewhere nearby. And I'm gonna ask him, like, hey, I'm kind of new around here. Could you inform me as to, like, what the rules are regarding interacting with the elves?
Who are you asking?
Just another, like, a fellow guard.
Alright, so you ask a fellow guard, and he says, "Well, we don't usually talk about elf and human relations. It's forbidden by the Citadel."
I see. I see. Okay. Well, seeing as we're all trained in this, is there anywhere where I can reference study material?
You're asking that to guard this?
Yes.
It's like, yes, there's a small house on the north side of this compound that has training material. I don't know why you would choose that over physical training, but be my guest.
I prefer to complement my physical training with intellectual training. Thank you for your reference. I'm going to go over there to that house he's referencing,
Yeah.
and I'm going to enter it.
All right.
It's just like a small like study room or something.
Okay. So yeah, there's like a small space for you to study undisturbed.
Okay. Is it just like a small unoccupied study house?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to steal a bunch of these books.
Well, what are you looking for in particular?
In particular, I'm looking for military tactics and the way we train individual soldiers. Anything that would give us an edge and help us understand how Mordani soldiers are trained.
So they're trained very similar to like guerrilla warfare. Um, it's like a shock and awe, like sort of attack style.
Okay.
Usually they start by scouting out places, but they're also like saboteurs. They will infiltrate what they can and they will destroy what they can. They're also good at scorched earth policy, meaning any town that they like, if they're in retreat, they will destroy all resources they can in their retreat. But because of the elves' martial prowess, the longbow is exceptionally good in these situations, being able to hit people over 1,000 yards away.
Okay. In that case, could I steal as many books on training, Mordani training and tactics, and military maneuvers as I can?
Yeah, you look for like elvish history or relations or anything like that, and all you come across is how Mordon saved the elvish people from
Oh
destroying
my
themselves.
god, of course I do. This fucking
You
assholes.
come to the conclusion that the elvish here are extremely indoctrinated.
Okay, so there have to be elvish rebels somewhere around here.
There's a possibility.
Alright, alright. So I'm gonna steal as many of these books as I can and leave.
Yep.
Alright. So... Oh shit. So I have a lot of stuff. Let me see.
Well, I'll tell you what books you take. You
Okay.
take archery and the mastering behind it.
Okay.
You take nimble fighter, which is just like a different, like how to be a stronger like melee fighter. And then you take Mordani tactics and strategy.
Okay. Okay, that's not too shabby. I will steal those 3 books. And what time of day is it?
It is approaching the evening.
It is approaching evening.
Yeah.
I'm running out of time. I'm a little curious about Rhea.
So Rhea was taken to the Citadel dungeons. That's the most you know, and she will be held there until the Galen Council agrees to Mordani's terms and conditions.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to the Citadel of Mordon. And I'm going to disguise myself as Frankie. And create an illusory entourage of, like, the rest of us.
Okay. So you make an entourage of the party. And you guys are there, but as you're walking up to the Citadel, you hear the voice in your head once again. It says, Iku, Iku, you can't be serious. No one is fooled by this illusion.
Oh shit. Oh shit, okay. Well, is this nobody or is this like just him? I don't
What?
know. I don't know if he means like no one in the city or if he just means like him or what.
You don't know, that's all he says. You can roll insight on it.
Yeah, can I
if you
roll
want.
insight on that?
Yeah.
That's super sketch.
You don't know what he's referring to. But this voice knows what you're doing.
Okay, so even if this voice knows what I'm doing, I'm going to disguise myself as Frankie.
Okay. So you disguise yourself as Frankie.
And I'm going to stroll up to one of these guards here at the Citadel of Mordon. And I'm going to say, "Excuse me. Well, you've got one of my friends, and I'm Frankie MacDougal, and I'd like to speak with her."
And what friend is that?
Say, "It's Ambassador Ray of Galen."
You know the rules. She's here until your city of Galen agrees to the terms and conditions of their surrender. Until then, she will be held in the dungeon.
I know the rules. I'm just asking. I'd like to speak with her, that's all.
I'm sorry, but the Emperor has disallowed any sort of visitors to her cell.
Is that so? And how exactly are we supposed to give you our answer if we can't even speak with our own ambassador? In what manner are we going to give an official answer to your Emperor? And are you going to be the one to have stopped us from giving such an answer to your Emperor?
He says, I can talk to him now, but you either are to receive a raven from your council, or sail back there, and then send a raven back with an answer.
Yes, and we need to coordinate properly. If you want allies out of Galen, you'll have to allow us to speak with our ambassador so that we may come to a formal decision and give you the alliance you desire. Is that clear?
You have other council members.
I have other council members, but I only have one ambassador. Surely even a town guardsman can understand that. And I'm going to make my eye glow.
Roll me a persuasion.
Come on, baby.
Alright.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
The Emperor's orders are the Emperor's orders. I'm not to defy him.
Ugh, well. Who may I speak with then?
If you wish to speak to the Emperor, you will have to set up a meeting. He's a very busy man.
And what if I wish to speak with Falric?
You want to speak to the Emperor's right hand.
I have a curiosity. Perhaps we can see eye to eye, if you know what I mean.
Well, the same goes for him. You'll need to set up a meeting.
Tell him I'm interested.
He doesn't usually talk to people.
Perhaps he'll make an exception. Tell him Frankie MacDougal's interested.
And where will you be meeting him?
Tell him if he wants to meet me, he can meet me in 2 hours. Wait,
And
it's approaching evening, you said?
Yeah.
He can meet me in an hour. Here, at this place. And I give him the name of some other tavern than the one I'm staying at.
Okay. So, which district? You know there's some in the Artisan district, but you don't know the names.
I don't know the names.
No, you haven't really, explored there.
Oh shit, that's true.
Your only option is Wayfaring Stranger. Or
And I'm going to ask the guard. I'm going to say, tell me, what are some reputable taverns here about this city?
he says, well, the Artisan District has some of the best places to stay at.
Of course, but I'd like to know which ones are worthy of meeting Falric in.
He says, well, the Sculptor's Refuge is widely known. You can go there, and Falric will meet you there. He'll have guards with him, so he's perfectly safe.
Very well. You've done right by me. And I'm sort of going to make my eye glow. And I say, tell Falric I'll meet him at the Sculptor's
Refuge.
Refuge. He'll find me there.
Alright. So Sculptor's Refuge is just like, say it's right here.
Okay. If he's interested in meeting me, I'm going to wait there and see if he comes to meet me.
Are you waiting as Iku?
I'm waiting as Frankie.
Okay.
He'll
Do you
know
have
I'm
the
not.
rest
He'll
of the
know
party
I'm not
with you,
Frankie.
or-
No, it'll just be me as Frankie.
Alright, so Frankie's with you. Rest of the group, not here. Okay, so you're waiting as Frankie, and as you're waiting, a lady is going to come up to you. And she seems to be very interested. And she also has the pointy ears like the man that you met at the monastery.
Hello there. Pleased to meet you.
That's quite the nice armor you have there.
Aye, you're quite lovely yourself.
She says, you're not a paladin, are you?
No, I'm a wee bit different.
She's like, oh, well, you don't want to do anything around here that expresses your religion. You look down upon that.
Aye, so I've heard. Say, you seem quite a friendly sort. What's your name?
Her name is Faina.
Faina?
Yeah. And she says, Faina, pleased to meet you.
Aye, it's quite nice to meet you, Faina. I've not known many of your kind. I've been
Good.
eager to get to know your kind a little better, if I must say so.
Well, we could do it over a drink if you want.
I'd love to.
And she, like, asks for ale. And you guys both have an ale.
Okay, I'm going to sip mine very slowly, because I want to keep my wits about me.
Alright.
I'm waiting for another, but tell me a bit about yourself.
She says basically like, okay, what are you asking?
Oh, I was just asking her to tell me a bit about herself and the elves.
Oh. She says she's from the Elven District, and she's lived there her whole life. She's practiced at the monastery, and like she's looking to join like the Mordani military at some point.
Oh.
She seems fairly young, but she says she's around 200 years old.
Well, you certainly don't look your age. Whatever you're doing to keep yourself in shape is certainly working for you.
It's like, yeah, I'm pretty good with a bow.
I have heard your people are quite savvy with bows.
Well, swords too. Apparently my ancestors used to be like great craftsmen.
What was her name?
Faina.
Faina. Tell me, Faina, why do you want to join the military? Are you not
fight Mordon.
resentful?
No. I was always told Mordon built a refuge for our people. We would
Is
have died
that
out
so?
if it hadn't been for them.
Really? And how is it that the elven people came to be within Mordon's rule?
Well, they used to live in lands nearby, but due to corruption and evil, the lands just fell apart and Mordon was sort of there. to be the shoulder to cry on, you know?
Oh, corruption and evil. Azael wouldn't stand for that. What corruption and evil might this be?
She says once she says like when she hears Azale, she's like, shh.
Aye, you're right. You seem quite trustworthy, Faina. I owe you thanks.
So you guys go through like probably about 3 drinks. I don't know how slow you're sipping it.
I'm going to encourage her to like drink more and like buy her drinks if need be, because I'm trying to learn everything I can and make
Okay.
an ally of her if possible.
Roll me a perception check. When you're doing this.
Okay. As she's drinking, can I attempt to like kind of charm her and talk to her and be like, well, like you're the only one of your people that I've met so far, and like if you'd like to stay in contact with me, here's how, you know, so on and so forth.
All right. You need to roll the perception check.
Perception.
Ah,
8.
crap. You didn't see it.
I don't see
Okay.
shit.
All right. So kind of like Frankie's real perception. But actually no, she actually sees a lot.
Yeah, Frankie's actually pretty wise, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just not.
Anyways, yeah, she like you guys keep drinking, talking, and you ask her like about contact, like staying in contact. You're gonna charm or not? Like she doesn't seem to like hide much from
I'm
you.
not literally charming her. I'm talking to her. I'm basically attempting to use my persuasive skills to talk to her in such a way that like I'm charming her into becoming a potential ally. And
Well, it's working.
I'm trying to
You're-
learn about her, and I'm probably flirting with her a little bit, true to Frankie's
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. So she's like mega interested.
All right,
And-
so I'll give her like a wink every now and then and be like, hey, Frankie vibes.
As you guys are talking though, you hear like footsteps behind you. Like everyone kind of stands up in the bar, looking towards the entrance.
I sort of turn slowly and stand, eye glowing white.
You see this guy. You see this guy enter, followed by several guards.
Well, I'm quite pleased to see that you've agreed to meet me here, albeit not
And-
privately.
Thanos gonna turn to you like, wait, you know him?
Forgive me, Fena. I'm in a bit of a complicated situation. I need to speak with this man. We're not allies or anything. I have information that he possesses, or he has
Thanos
information. I
slowly
need.
like backs off into like a group of people. This guy walks through the door.
So even though I look like Frankie, I'm going to speak into his thoughts, and I say,
Ah, Falric. Thank you for meeting me here.
and I say,
Uh,
thank you very much. And I sort of bow very extravagantly.
he quietly motions to his guards to stand like near the doorway, and he's going to walk over quietly, like silently, walk over to the clerk next to the bar and motion to like he's gonna drop like coins on the clerk's desk and like thumb up towards the ceiling, implying that he wants to get a room.
Okay. Oh god, I'm so
And-
nervous. This is either really good or really bad.
So he beckons you over
Oh no.
after that.
Okay.
The
Oh,
guards are all standing back.
a private room, eh? And I sort of give this armored terror a wink in front of the guardsmen.
You hear him like breathe through his nostrils through his helmet, and then he like quietly like turns and starts walking up the stairs.
Ah, come now, Foderick. I'm just being playful.
And I'm going to follow him up the stairs. But I say that into his thoughts, but I don't say that out loud.
So you guys go up to a room, and there's a table that he takes a seat at, like across from you. And he says in a raspy voice, "What do I suppose Iku needs?"
And Frankie's like red hair like melts away and her like skin sort of like melts like wax as my mask appears behind her face, and I say,
I simply wanted to introduce myself. It seems perhaps we were old associates, you said.
Trudging through the city pretending to be the Emperor. It's not a very friendly move to your once partner.
My once partner? Well, we haven't made acquaintances in this incarnation. I've only been alive for, 3 months or so.
Don't tell me you don't recognize your father.
Is that you, Isaiah?
Well, it is nice to hear your voice again, Iku. It was a shame you did that to me back in Galen. I was getting quite comfortable there.
Oh, Isaiah. I really feel like we got off to the wrong foot. I really think you and I want the same thing.
To see Galen in flames, yes.
Yes, in a manner of speaking. We just have different ways of going about it.
And to see that red-haired bitch hung up by her entrails.
At this I sort of grimace and I say,
Well, Frankie's not all bad.
But she has ruined everything I've worked for. And she is the enemy. Don't you see, Iku? It doesn't matter what I've done to you. It's matter what she's done to us.
Help me understand, Gallius.
He, kind of withdraws. He's like, so you've been reading through my stuff.
oh wait,
Yes.
does Iku know it's Gallius?
Actually, no. No.
Frankie
Frankie
told us it was Gallius, but she didn't
Oh,
tell
yeah.
me that Gallius made me.
Yeah, true. So he, recoils. He's like, so you've been reading through my stuff.
Reading? No, but now that you mention it, Frankie had told me this. Perhaps she knows more than she's letting on.
You were supposed to kill her.
Listen,
Why haven't you? And why are you here, snooping around our leader's city?
our leader. Listen, I'm still fairly new to the area, Gallius. Even though you and I had a bit of a conflict, and I sort of burned your house down. I really feel like we could be allies. In a very subtle manner.
Oh, Iku, we were allies. But then you betrayed me.
No, Gallius. You treated me as a puppet, and I am not a puppet. I'm still susceptible to your manipulations. But if only you could trust me, if I could trust you, we could accomplish so much together. Why can't we be allies, Gallius?
There's something you should know, but I don't think you're ready for it.
What?
You
What?
haven't shown the signs of a partnership is available. I've treated you like a puppet because that's all you've really proved to me. That they're nothing more than a man dangled by strings.
What are you talking about, Gallius? I've elevated our I've elevated myself and Frankie to the height of society. We rule Galen now. You were an inspector in that city. Don't you see that together we could accomplish so much more?
You've made a crude amalgamation of the old gods, Iku. Old gods don't serve the light, and they don't even come close to allying with it. But you have created a bastardized image of Aziel, ruling over these old gods. It's like part of her companionship.
Of course, it's a lie, Gallius. The old gods are receiving worship, whether it's genuine or not. That makes them stronger, surely you understand that. And besides, if there's some sort of need that needs to be met, just tell me.
And what will you do when we come for Galen?
When you come for Galen, well, I can't allow you to just steamroll over my power. Can we not work together, in tandem?
Iku, you know Mordon is the primary power of the world, and Galen is nothing in its way. You would be wise to take up arms alongside us, and rid the world of that parasite for good.
Gallius, you call Francesca a parasite. Why?
Any follower of the light is a parasite. They peddle good, but they don't follow their own rules. They are a living hypocrisy.
Yes, I agree. Though they spout so much goodness, I've seen the light of Azael do horrendous things. Violence, the searing of flesh, the eruption of blood from a living creature.
So why do you protect her still?
Because I don't know. I don't know. Gallius, I need to know more about what I am. I'm
You
not
aren't
like
ready.
everyone else.
In time you will know. But as of now, the Emperor is needed me back.
Gallius,
You
why
have
do
a
you
day
serve?
to leave this city. And if you're still here, I will kill you.
Before you go, tell me this. Why serve Mordon? Why not serve the old gods? We could be so powerful together, Gallius.
He turns and looks at you, and he says, Mordon is the old gods. Have a good day, Iku.
Fuck!
Walk and leave with his gun.
Damn it. That guy just won't listen. I want to be allies with him so bad.
He offered you, but he wants it on his terms.
I
not
know,
yours.
but he didn't tell me what his terms are. And like,
Oh,
I don't
well, no.
understand what he wants.
He wants you to, like, leave Galen to be destroyed.
But I don't understand how Mordon is the old gods when even though like they have symbols of the old gods within their city, religion is outlawed.
Well, he's not gonna tell you, like, everything. He's only gonna, like, he's being cryptic on purpose.
Damn, Gallius. Well, I can't simply roll over and die. And for whatever reason, I can't seem to abandon Francesca either. How strange. What is this feeling?
As you're, like, thinking about this, you have a series of, like, images go through your head, and you see, like, Galen smoldering amongst them. And you see, like several bodies, like, hanging from a large, like, church-like building with fire all around it. And among those bodies, you see Tajgroth Francesca, and Trent. But you snap back.
I can't simply abandon all my projects. Gallius has no respect for the work of others. Well, I suppose we have no choice but to war. Very well.
So you are choosing to go against Mordon.
So here's the thing. I'm going to defend Galen, not because I want to do the right thing, but because Galen is mine. And
Oh yeah.
Gallius is fucking with Iku's turf, and Iku woke up and took over this city, and Iku's not just going to like let Gallius steamroll over it. However, Iku does want to ally with Gallius on the down low. He just doesn't understand why Gallius serves Mordon.
Only time will tell.
Only time
He's
will
not
tell.
revealing that hand.
So with this being the case, Iku is going to continue. And there's also this sort of sense to like watch Frankie's back, although Iku can't really put his finger on why.
Yeah.
And that being the case, the last thing I think I'm gonna...
Are you leaving the inn?
Yes, I will leave the inn.
Okay, so roll me a perception as you're leaving the inn.
15.
You don't see it.
Oh,
So
no.
you're walking. Where are you going?
I'm going back to the Seaside District.
Alright, you are walking back to the Seaside District. And all of a sudden, black is pulled over your head. Roll me an athletics save.
Oh no. Bust out the flex, bitch. Oh, I'm gonna...
So you feel
13.
you feel hands all over you as like your arms are forcefully like pulled behind your back.
Ah,
And
you filthy bastards.
you are carried away
Ah, fuck.
and you are knocked out like with a blackjack in addition.
Ouch. Okay. They just clubbed me over the skull. And whenever I lose consciousness,
You turn back into Iku.
I think it's not a concentration. Oh no, so I guess I don't. At some point I'll turn back into Iku. That's up to you.
Well,
I'll let you
while
decide.
passes.
Okay.
A while passes, and you are bound, but you feel like you're on like a moving cart. That's like, and it's fairly cold.
Oh.
You're Iku, yeah.
Not again. Not another cart. God, I feel like I get taken prisoner all the time. I really should work out.
And I sort of look around.
You have the bag over your head, but you look around.
Oh
and
shit.
Roll me a perception to like try and listen in.
I cannot select Iku.
God damn, another fucking child abduction?
Yep, I got it too. Sad.
Well, you know what half those are, right? The parents just take it without the mother or father's like
Yeah, consent.
And you're allowed to file a report. It's just charges don't get pressed in the end. But anyways, so you rolled a perception?
I can't select my character.
Oh.
Let me see if I can do it in the journal.
Oh, I don't know why whenever I like copy and paste, it doesn't like bring your tokens full info. All right, there it is. You have full control.
Okay, 16.
16. So you hear what sounds like a little bit of shuffling on either side of you. Like people are sitting next to you or laying. You don't know.
Okay. Is this... Do I have a hood over my face?
Yeah. Your hands are bound and your feet are bound.
Okay. Can I use a spell to summon Kuatha?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to summon Kuatha without the ritual. And I'm going to have
Alright.
Kuatha remove the hood from my face. But I'm going
Alright.
to use Disguise Self to, like, pretend there's still a hood on my face.
Okay. So with a quick motion, you do that in disguise self, and these two are sitting next to you. Kind of just like looking down, you know, twiddling their thumbs and shit. The wagon you're in is like semi-covered, but you see snow and like white, like scenery through the open ends.
Okay. Can I cast Charm Person on both of them?
Okay.
Okay, so it's a DC 14 Wisdom save. Please fail. Please fail.
I rolled 2d20.
Oh,
Sorry, it's not 35.
no.
It's 17 and 18.
They both succeed. Damn it.
So, yeah, they're both just like looking down, you know, just not minding. Do you like actually say anything?
There is a verbal component, so they're gonna hear me like muttering in Primordial.
The guy, both of them are gonna like look at you, and one guy's just gonna like nod to the other, and this big guy right here is gonna like try and like pull off your thing, and to his surprise, his hand can't grasp it.
Yes. What do you want?
And I'm going to sort of
You're gonna drop through illusion.
just drop the illusion of the. Yeah. It's just. I don't know what else to do.
He says, well, we were expecting that much. Sorry for the sudden attack. We had to get you out of there.
Who are you? To have captured me in this way?
My name is Morstead.
Are you my enemy?
No. In fact, we're looking forward to, a certain someone is looking forward to meet you.
Oh?
A seer.
And you? What's your name?
Well, my name is Morstead.
Looking at the other guy.
He's just like a generic guard, but,
Which one is Morstead?
this guy. This guy, I'll just call him Halfast.
Okay, how fast? Morstead and how fast? Okay.
Halfus, whatever. But
I see. And why are you bringing me to this seer?
says it's very important that you meet him.
I see.
Are my hands bound?
Yes.
And if you're not my enemy, then why are my hands bound?
We didn't know what you were going to do. We couldn't just ask you to come with us. You wouldn't have gone willingly. But we find it very important that you talk to this man.
How do you know I wouldn't have gone willingly? Untie me then.
Well, you're an illusionist, a wizard.
A wizard?
There's no telling what you could have done to us.
What's a wizard?
I'm gonna grab some water.
A man who specializes in magic. Are you not?
Yes, well, I am a bit of a trickster, I may say. I am rather fond of illusions. But you can trust me.
When we're outside of the city completely, I'll tell you more.
Listen, I may be an illusionist, but I'm not a fighter. Wouldn't you mind releasing me?
He looks to the other guy, and the other guy just shrugs, and he's like, "Don't make me come hunting for you." And he like takes the binds off.
Well, clearly the two of you can already capture me. There's no need for further violence.
So are you gonna wait? Like,
Sure.
just like wait for the trip?
I will continue to talk to Morstead
Okay.
and learn
What do you wanna
everything
ask
about him I can. Who he
Okay,
is.
so he says he used to be part of the Mordani government, the council. But he was replaced by Warlord Falric after he was bested by him in combat. Like a trial by combat.
Oh
sort of
shit.
situation.
Okay.
When you take a look at him closer, you see that his face has been like considerably like destroyed, not by fire, but like by necrotic means, and he
Oh,
claims
shit.
that Falric did that to him. And
I'm
this was
sure he
fairly
did.
recently.
I'm
This was
sure he
like-
did.
This was around the time that Isaiah disappeared. Like this is around the time that
Mhm.
Isaiah left Galen.
Of course.
So so Isaiah like brute forced his way into their government. But he says he's part of a resistance called the Rhyme Steel Circle. And the Rhyme Steel Circle is an old circle of druids, winter druids, that have long since passed, but they still carry on their legacy. And the hell is, why is there like a little loading thing? Do you see that?
I see that, yeah.
What?
I don't know. Probably just need to refresh the page.
Yeah, that's annoying. 1 second.
Alright, I'll refresh it. It's funny that you also see that. Okay, it's gone now.
Okay. But he explains to you that they're part of like a resistance against the Mordani government, and their leader, a seer, is actually like wanting to meet you
Okay.
very badly ever since you came to the city.
Okay.
And he believes that you're like the key to helping them stop the Mordani.
Interesting, I may well be. You may have an ally in me yet. It seems Mordon has chosen to be hostile.
So we've heard. It's actually surprising that you weren't killed in that inn. I thought we'd be missing out.
Yes, to be frank, I'm a bit surprised as well.
Balric is someone that you don't want to cross paths with. He's certainly potent in his abilities.
Why, yes, I can see that upon your face. No offense.
And barely survived. He's a different kind of fighter. Definitely not natural.
He has dark powers, Morstead.
Yes,
Fierce indeed.
he's done for them.
So how did you come to work for the Resistance?
I was exiled as punishment for losing my fight with them. I knew that they didn't actually care about my well-being. I've committed 20 years to their service, and this is what they repay me with.
Yes, Mordon's not exactly gentle.
I won't rest until the Emperor's head is at my feet, along with Falric's body.
Well, perhaps my allies and I can deliver it to you.
You hear a chuckle in the back of your head, Iku. But it's very faint.
Dude, he's still watching me.
So
I'm-
you guys.
Okay,
oh,
wait. Does Iku know this?
What?
Does Iku know that Isaiah can see what he sees? Because, like,
Yes, you know this now. You enough has happened where you know that he can see but I think it comes with distance because he didn't know what happened in Galen after he left.
Because, like, if I can hear this guy's voice in my mind now, then, especially if he's, like, laughing in response to that thing Morstead just said, then I feel like even as a player, I can kind of put two and two together and be like, okay, this guy knows, like, or I know this guy can hear what's going on.
Yeah. Well, as you guys are like talking, like the cart stops, and you hear a female voice outside. Roll me an insight.
Wait, so I do know this?
You know that he can see and hear what you see and hear.
Okay. So if that's the case, as we pull up, I'm going to sort of like say like,
Morstead, wait. I must tell you. Falric can see through my eyes. Anything you tell me, well, it isn't private. I don't know what to do about it quite yet, but make sure your seer knows.
Well, it's good then that we had that bag over your head when we took you out of the city.
Indeed.
You can't have anyone knowing where you're going, but thank you. And he says, well, this is where we stop. It's a lot of walking from here, so I hope you're ready.
Very
And I
well.
hope you brought something warm.
I didn't.
So you guys hop out and you see like a rich icy landscape and several guards, but you see this woman, and it's the same woman you were talking to at the bar.
By the gods, it's cold here.
oh, what was it, Faina?
Faina, yeah.
Faina.
She's like,
Is that
sorry
you?
to mislead you. Yes, it is me. I just wanted to make sure it was who we thought it was.
Oh, don't
Sorry,
feel
don't
too
be-
bad. I misled you as well. As you can see, I'm not Frankie.
Oh, we knew. We were watching you all over the city.
Oh, great. It's good to know my illusions are useless.
Well, you had eyes on you the entire time.
Yeah, I like kick the snow.
Oh. So yeah, they're like, there's a bit of walking, and like you guys like are being led. To,
Okay. And more,
Through...
you said his name was Morith?
No, his name is Morstead.
Morstead, yeah, sorry. Morstead is cool with me, with knowing everything that I see, Isaiah also sees.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to be worried.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him, like, maybe you guys could set up a trap, but I also have to not know.
Yeah. Will you tell him that?
Yeah, I will tell him that.
Okay. So you tell him that, and he's like, the seer has a plan for you.
Okay.
You guys walk a bit of ways. It's like another
It's
couple
that
of
old
hours.
man.
So... What?
It's that old man. I met him somewhere. Oh, I saw
Oh.
him for a second. I saw a flash of him in the city.
He wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh, shit. Okay. Never mind.
Neither is that stack of books. God damn it. And that bear rug.
Okay, no worries.
It's because when I drag shit onto the map, it duplicates for some reason.
No worries. So I'm zooming in on us. So we're walking up.
So yeah, you guys walk. You find yourselves at like a small desolate village. One building has completely been burnt down, but across a rickety bridge, you see there's one building still in use with smoke rising from the chimney. And you realize that you had been in that cart all night. Like this was like a night and day trip. So it is like the sun is like it's like twilight outside. Since you're like way up in like the Arctic polar area, the sun doesn't truly shine. So you're like, it's like virtual twilight, perpetual twilight. But you guys walk across this bridge up, and the hell is the guard? There's supposed to be a guard in there. But You knock at the door and a guard, like the same guy answers before. And he, Morstead's like, does like a kind of like secret knock, I guess. And yeah, the guards answer it, and they're like, yes, we've been waiting for you. And you guys enter this building, and it's a nice cozy cabin, and people just kind of like do their own thing and sit down.
At last, some warmth.
I'm gonna go stand by the fire.
Yeah. Can you control your token? No,
I cannot.
You can't. It never saves. Alright, so you can control your token. You go sit by the fire. Morstead's like,
So cold.
Seer will want to talk to you at any point, but we'll just be here for now.
I assume he knows what I told you.
We saw 4 others come in with you to the city. Did they go back to Galen?
Yes, they did.
And that red-haired girl that you were disguised as, is that the cleric that I've heard of? Francesca McDougal. The what's it called? Incarnate of Jackor Windhelm.
Yes, I believe she's the Herald of Azael.
Well, wish I could have met her.
You still might.
If this war goes to if this all goes to plan, then yes. What are you gonna do?
I hope you have a good plan. We're going to need it.
I'm just gonna warm up by the fire and wait.
Okay. So after a while, another guard's gonna
Shoot
come
the
out.
shit with Fana.
Oh, okay. You talked to Fana? Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Another guard comes out of this room, and he says, "Iku, the seer would like to see you now."
I bet he would.
Alright, so you go with him. And you are taken to this place.
Oh, shit.
So you are led to the basement of the building you were in.
Underground. This is exactly what I was planning to do. Take shelter from ice underground. Oh shit.
So he's like, Morstead says like, this is our hideout, and this is the best it gets. There's tons of them scattered across the ice barrens, but this one's the most sturdiest. They're the sturdiest. If you follow the hallway, the cavern down, you'll see, you'll find the seer.
I see. Thank you for your help, Morstead.
I'm going to.
Good luck, Iku.
I'm going to walk down this way, presumably past the guard.
Yeah, the guard just like steps aside.
Okay. Going to go the wrong way and wander down this way. Step into
You
this
see 3 guards like fast asleep, but you hear a lot of chatter coming in this room, and then you hear and smell rich stew coming from that room.
Excuse me.
It says, "Oh yes, can I? Are you lost?"
Well, a bit, but I also smelled food here. I was wondering if I could get some.
He says, "Oh, certainly. A friend of the Rhyme Stealers, a friend of me." And he hands you like a bowl of soup, or it's like beef stew.
Ah, this looks delicious. Yes, the Rhyme Stealer and I are quite close.
I'm going to
He
take.
loves speaking to the seer. He says,
I'm going to walk back then.
"All right." So you walk back with a bowl in hand,
I'm just eating as I go.
Alright, so you walk down.
Is that guy dying on that table up there?
Yeah, there's a guy that's been wounded by something, and another guy's tending to it.
Can I peer at it and make a medicine check to determine what's wrong with him?
Alright.
6.
It's a large, deep claw wound.
Well, good luck with that.
The other guy, like, looks at you and then goes back to what he was doing.
Okay.
As you approach, you hear another voice in your head, but this time it's a friendly voice. It says, Iku! Welcome, Iku.
Yes,
But
good
you see this
day.
guy has, like, his back to you. And then he turns around. He says, The great stag blesses us on this day. Please, please, sit down. Sit down, my child.
Very well. What is this place? Who are you?
We are the Rhyme Still, a circle of druids from long ago. I am no druid myself, but I was a seer for them. Mordon has taken everything from us. But now, as we gather in strength, we have a chance to make things right.
I see. And how do you plan to do that? Wait.
Well, with you.
I must warn you, friend. Whatever you tell me, Falric sees.
Falric is no worry. You're too far away for Falric to see anything, or hear anything.
Oh,
You are quite
fascinating.
safe. I've been expecting you, Arthurus. I've seen your arrival, and it bears the most importance. When he says,
Arthurus.
like, I've been expecting you, Arthurus, you don't hear the Arthurus part. But he's like, I've seen your arrival, and it bears the most importance. Many things happen throughout our history that could change the course of the world forever. Ever since you were a baby, you were on the path to cross my own, and now you stand before me.
A baby.
You are not alone.
I've never been a baby before.
You are not alone. There was one more on that same path, but they have parted ways from you. Now fate has brought you to me. Before we talk, may I see your face? I must see the person I'm talking to.
And I remove my mask and show my burned face.
You don't show your true face.
Not my true face. Not at first.
He says, I was told of your trickery, but that is not your real face.
Yes. This is true, it isn't. I was testing your capability.
And at this, my face sort of melts away, replaced by my true face with my line dividing my
He, like,
face.
reaches out and touches the line. Says, old power has tainted you, taken hold, but your humanity lies underneath it all. You aren't just here for your mission, for Galen. You are here because fate dictates you need my help and I need yours. A voice rings out in your head anytime you are close to Mordon. Is that correct?
Yes, but it's Gallius's, no?
This man has a lot in your history, and a large influence he is. Even now, he sees me, and he is devising a plan to destroy me. But I can help you get rid of him for good. Ever since you awoke in that inn at Galen, he has clouded your judgment and forced you to do unspeakable things. You never had a chance to reflect on what it was you were doing. Only vague nightmares and evil visions of apparitions govern what you believe. You may be reserved in your ways of thinking, but you were cut down and shaped into a weapon for someone else's. A sinister veil forever keeping you in the bonds of servitude. I may not change what you believe, Iku, but there is still hope for you, and it will take time. You could be a free man with my assistance.
Feeling naked, I say,
Old man, who are you? How could you know all this?
I have been granted sight beyond any man's comprehension. I can see the past, future, and presence. But
So,
it's a matter of shaping that future. I can only lay down the groundwork.
can you tell me what I am?
He like looks at the stag statue behind. He's like, I cannot, but I know someone that can. If you ever want to know your true self, take this. And he like holds out an elixir and he's like, and meditate before the winter stag. You'll be shown the truth, and may it set you free.
The stag. The winter stag. That bag of bones there.
and I sort of regard this
This bag of bones
effigy.
could be the answer to all your problems.
And this
Please.
isn't poison.
I sort of eye the vial he gives me.
I am not here to harm you, Iku, or poison you. We need you more than ever.
Well, it is true that I wouldn't mind being free of Gallius's manipulations. Perhaps this great stag and I shall meet.
Well, whenever you are ready, please kneel before the stag with the elixir.
I'm ready
And meditate.
now. Let's not waste time.
Alright, so he backs off, and you take his place. And you will drink the elixir, and you will take 20d6 poison. I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
You start to you take a swig of it, and it tastes fucking awful. It tastes like I don't know, like fresh mud and vegetation. Like not vegetation and vegetables, but like mud and grass. Like
Right.
you just took a bite out of the forest floor, and you initially cough and sputter, but you feel like warmth like start to like seep out or come out from like your stomach and down the rest of your body.
What an uncanny feeling.
You take comfort in this feeling, and then you begin to drift off. The cave walls start to like flicker and then disintegrate into like an oozing liquid, into basically nothing. All around you, a frozen forest begins to slowly reveal itself. So as you're like just looking around, pale sunlight penetrates the thin canopy of the trees, reflecting off the snow glaze below. You hear rustling behind a group of trees as a mighty stag peeks around them out of a snowy haze. Looks down upon you. It is a large stag,
Ooh,
bigger than any animal you've come across.
another
It
god,
gazes
no
down
doubt.
at you through deep blue irises. As you look upon this great animal, he slowly begins to morph into a human shape, shedding all of his natural fur, except for his antlers. And he will be replaced by this guy. So you now stand for this giant of a man. He looks down upon you and is like, Iku, you have made it to my realm.
Who are you to have brought me here?
I am Yule. I am the god of winter, the god of the solstice. You have entered my realm in search of answers, yes?
Yes, I wish to know what I am, where I come from, and what my purpose is.
An eldritch being. That's what I sense. You've made it all the way into my domain. You imbibe to seek guidance, but mock nature with your faith of the unnatural. You've allowed Eldritch's influence to poison you and made you an amalgamation shell of what you used to be. He proceeds to extend his hand towards you, but then withdraws it. He's like, what's this? There appears to not be one, but three minds that occupy the vessel before me. Arthurless. And you hear it this time. You hear the words Arthurless. Iku. A third. It's unwelcome. It appears something not like yourself has reservations deep inside your mind. Even with the distance, his influence reaches far. Breaking free of this control is you controlling your own destiny. You have a choice. I do not grant my boon to followers of those who would taint and destroy the natural world, but I can offer you a path void of outside control and influence. It will be your own will to walk until you return to the ground from whence you came. He is going to snap off a piece of his antler and hand it to you.
I take it.
Take hold, and the truth. What?
I was just going to say,
You mean you could separate me from all of these ancient monsters which govern my fate?
Yes, but only if you choose to do so. If you are ready, take hold of this antler, and the truth will be revealed for you. Fight for control of your mind and break the bonds of slavery.
and I reach for it and then pause one more time and I say,
And you want nothing in return? You're offering my freedom.
The natural world hangs in the balance, and even though you do not, it is not your belief. It is not of your belief. I am compelled to help you because it helps the circle that your allies represent.
I see. Yes. Very well, Yule. I'll accept this power.
and I'm going to take the antler.
So you feel a surge through your body as you grab hold of this antler, and you are pulled away from the ground as you fly deep below it. And all of a sudden, you are back in a familiar setting. And as you come to, you stand before the creature you had seen in your dreams. Shabbath Ka.
Oh shit, it was a trap, I knew it.
He says, trap. I have no idea what you're talking about, Uku, but I can see you finally learned the truth. I admit, I didn't think I'd be standing before my greatest creation once again in Mordon.
You there, I remember you. You're the one who offered me Kuatha.
Yes, and I see that you are making great use of them.
Can you not
know
offer
who
me
I am?
answers? I know nothing. I don't know what I am, who you are, what you want with me, other than my service.
Well, now that you're here, I am Isaiah. I am Isaiah's true form. Shabbath Ka.
It's you, Gallius. Shabbat Ka, perhaps I should say.
I am the old god image of Gallius. I am the old god image of Isaiah. When he sold his soul to Axeloth, this is what he was rewarded in return.
Oh shit.
Years of isolation led me to create some of the most awful horrors this world has seen. Monstrosities even the bravest of men would shudder at the sight of. But you, Iku, you are my finest creation by far. Nothing else has been accomplished for men. But over the centuries, worshippers have found ways to bring the old ones into our mortal world. Few successful, most not. The expense of thousands of souls, worthy vessels were created. The cost was too great. The last old god perished because he was left with nothing but an empty kingdom and no one to guard him. And thanks to your incarnate ancestor, he was soundly defeated. So you are hearing that you have an incarnate ancestor and you can piece that it was Jackor Windhelm, because you know the story of what happened in Andara.
My incarnate, but wait. Arthurlus is Francesca's childhood friend. I'm not related to Francesca.
But you are. You see, when that Morgan girl lured you to Galen, you weren't alone. Your sister, Francesca, was alongside you.
Sister? No, this
Why
can't
do you
be.
feel the attachment? Why do you feel so compelled to protect a warrior of the light, your natural enemy?
I don't know.
But that is not your true calling. That is not the truth of yourself. Arthurlus was who you used to be. And I have taken Arthurlus, and I have brought into this world a being so prolific. Why sacrifice so much when you can sacrifice much less to bring one to life in their infancy? A young god, capable of developing his world-breaking power. And that's where I succeeded. When you came into my possession, you were a scoundrel alongside your holier-than-thou sister, a man living in the shadow of a great zealot. No one at the time knew of your greatness, and you were forced to survive daily because of it. With the help of that Armouth girl, I lured you to the city of Galen, and there I began my work. The procedure wasn't easy. I've had other subjects before you. The plan put forth, to create a mortal body worthy of Axeloth. Using the dormant power you had before, given to you by Azael, I was able to turn your own skull into a phylactery of your what's the word? Of
Soul?
your soul. Yeah, of your soul. It took many lives, but not as many needed from a soul well. A piece of you is all I really needed. When you awoke as Iku, it was like my own child being brought into the world. It wasn't long until you were fighting my control at every turn, to destroy and ended up destroying all of my work. Now, you stand before me and know the truth of what you are. So, Iku, will you forsake your own father again?
So you're my father, or perhaps my brother. And Francesca, she's my sister.
But most importantly, you are Axeloth, Iku,
I am Axeloth?
in an infant form.
Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. I have to like think about this for a second.
So what he essentially did was, when his goal was to find an easier way to bring like an old god back into the world after Jakor killed the last one, and
Jackor killed Shub Vigoroth, right?
he killed Cahoon.
Okay.
So Isaiah, being a follower of Axeloth, found a way, and he's purposely sought you out because you were the lower of the two between you and Frankie. And he knew that you had power that Aziel had granted to you, and that you were the incarnate that the clerics were searching for. So he purposely did his like operation on you, and there was enough like power in you to that could feel like 100 soul wells. So he essentially brought Axeloth back into the world as like in an infant state.
Holy shit.
So Axeloth resides in you.
Holy
Axeloth is
shit.
Iku, but Arthurlus is still in your body too, in your head too. Like he's not completely gone.
So Frankie is my sister, and
Yeah.
Isaiah, in a way, is my father/brother. I guess not so much brother as like
Not related by blood. He's just like your creator.
Oh, fuck. And grabbing the horn of Yule brought me to this place?
So like,
Yule sent me here?
no. What the horn was supposed to do was invoke truth, like the absolute truth, and that brought you here just by default because your truth was like breaking free of Isaiah.
And this guy's name is Shabbath Ka?
Shabbath Ka.
Shabbath Ka. If what you say is true, then we serve the same end. We both seek the empowerment of the old gods.
He says, "We do. However, you have shown me that you are not capable of free will yet. Do you know what happens when you reach your full potential?"
Tell me.
Axeloth will consume you and take his rightful place in the world.
Wait, what?
So what he's essentially saying is you will no longer know yourself.
Yeah, I'm just like sacrificing who I am for like this other version of me to take over.
Yeah, like a pure evil ego with no shred of like good.
Well, I don't really want that. Because then it's like destroying who I am.
But he goes on to say, he says, "I will have to take full control of you, Iku. Because I don't think that you truly have our interests in mind."
No, Shabbath Ka. I will not be your puppet. And though we may serve the same end, if you seek to war on my territory, then we shall have war. We should
And he
instead seek to be brothers.
says, "Why wait now?" And he raises a sword.
Oh shit.
I'm going to step back.
You step back, and he moves in to hit you. But the image of Frankie appears.
Frankie!
Oh, she was there the whole time. Whoops.
Oh, yeah, she was there the whole time, but is she just now showing up?
She's just now showing up.
Okay, so she just appears.
She appears, and she, like, intercepts the sword. She's like, "Iku, get your swords out. We have work to do." I
But
can't do her voice too well.
I'm so bad at fighting, Frankie.
You have no choice. This is your bloody mind.
Okay, so I draw my Silver Moon Spider Fang sickles.
And the fight will commence. Roll initiative.
Oh no.
Alright, so let's get the music going.
I'm so slow. Save me, Frankie. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck.
So this thing is going to like take like a crude like blob shape and is going to morph into this. And
Holy shit.
the Frankie Ghost will also like roll initiative. Alright. This thing's up. It's going to attempt to life drain you. Roll me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit. Did that go through?
Yeah, so
Nat 20,
you only take like
yes.
7 damage.
That still hurts me a lot. Okay, let's see here. 30. 5v5. I just take 7 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, it's Francesca's turn, and she's going to turn towards you, and she's going to heal you for 5.
Thank you, Frankie.
It's like, beat this bastard.
I'll do my best.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. She's going to use her bonus and do Sacred Flame and hit him for 8. Alright, your turn.
Okay. Can I sort of combat? I'm gonna move here and then like try and combat roll past him using an acrobatics check. Can I do that?
Alright. Yeah.
Alright. Let's see how acrobatic I am. +1. What do I get? 4! Oh no.
Alright, so he's going to get an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
The DC 14 save. Well, actually, no, he misses completely. Never mind.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Because it's a melee slash, like, spell hit.
Okay, so we are now flanking to give Frankie advantage.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't even. Sorry, hold on. He still misses you. Okay.
That was my action though, so I can't do a whole lot. So I guess that's it for my turn.
All right. So reroll initiative. All right. So it is the Wraith's turn again. He's focused on Frankie for the time being, and he's going to attempt, and he's going to miss. It is Frankie's turn. She's going to Burning Hands. Oh, shit. He's
I
gonna
like
take
this
the fall.
song. The song is awesome.
It's from Final Fantasy X. It's like the second to last boss fight. Alright. Iku, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to swing at this thing at advantage with my sickles, because we're flanking.
Alright.
So dealing 6 plus... So dealing 12 damage on the first hit. And on the second hit... dealing 1 damage.
Alright, so how much total?
So 13 damage total.
Alright. He like slices back with the daggers. But he seems unaffected.
Oh shit.
Reroll initiative. Alright. This thing is gonna go. Alright, so he's going to attack Frankie and is going to hit her. Will she survive? Oof. So she's going to take a lot. Oh shit, I didn't have her health set. What's her base health at? Okay, 49.
She can shield bash? Oh shit.
Oh, you can control her token too?
Oh yeah, I was just looking at that.
Oh. She doesn't have her shield out, she just has her hammer. So 16. Alright. Okay, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to now attempt to attack this wraith with old god magic and begin
Alright.
whispering in primordial as I cast dissonant whispers. It's a DC 14 wisdom save.
Alright, he fails it, so he takes 12.
12 damage and must immediately move as far as it can away. Provoking attacks of
He does
opportunity from us
not
both.
move.
Oh no. Okay, then he takes 12 damage, I guess.
Yeah. It's Francesca's turn, and she's going to use Scorching Ray. It's 3, right? 3 Scorching Rays?
Uh-huh. I believe so.
Alright, so he's gonna roll. Dex save. I believe he takes half for all of those. So 3, 2, and 3. Alright, reroll.
Okay, I did.
Alright, he's gonna once again try and hit Frankie and fail. It's your turn, or it's Frankie's turn. She's going to try and short sword him. Miss, but let's throw in a not a Scorching Ray, a Sacred Flame.
Okay. Oh, she gets advantage on these because we're flanking.
Oh, okay.
If they're melee attacks.
One more short sword. Okay, she hits that.
Nice.
So he is going to. Oh wait, no, it's not his turn. It's your turn. My bad.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to try and swing on this guy again. Dealing 5, assuming a 17 lands, dealing 8 damage.
Yeah, 17 lands,
Plus
14 lands.
plus 4, so 8 plus 4, so 12 damage total.
Alright. Alright, reroll, if that's all you're doing.
Okay. Nice.
As you guys are fighting, you see Morgan appear.
Morgan, you're here.
And she's going to run into the fight. And she doesn't have fucking initiative on a button, so I have to roll it for a page.
Well, then Morgan will get initiative as well from the flanking. Or, I'm sorry, advantage.
Where? Okay. Where's the initiative button on the character page? Oh, there it is. Alright. So, she's going to use her glaive. And 17 will work. And I believe she gets a bonus too.
Holy shit. I forgot how much damage she does, dude.
And gonna miss with that. Or no, she's gonna hit. Never mind. Alright, so it is now. The Wraith is going to turn towards Frankie, and he's going to raise the finger. And okay, so he's going to vanish, and Frankie is going to like turn like a darker pale color and turn towards you, Iku.
Oh no.
Alright, and it is
Frankie.
Your turn.
It's me,
your turn.
Frankie.
Can I force push her back as she like
Alright.
steps towards me menacingly?
He is pushed back.
Okay. Spell list. What do I have? Shoot. Can I cast guidance on Frankie
Okay.
to help her resist? Let me see. Does that work? Oh, it's an ability check though, so guidance won't help her. Okay, let me see. What can I do? Can I cast Bane on her?
Okay.
So it's a DC 14. I'm not sure what Bane is actually. Let me see.
Well, she fails it.
Okay. So she gets a -4 to everything she attempts to do.
Okay.
And additionally, I will take the dodge action.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. So I sort of curse her in Primordial, and I say,
Stay back, Frankie. Keep your distance now.
Alright, so she is going to run up to you. And she's going to attempt to sword you. Does 15 hit?
it's a minus a D4.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. Okay, so that does
Okay.
not hit.
Alright, and then she's going to Sacred Flame.
Oh, it's at disadvantage anyways, actually.
I'm just gonna roll my d4, like, physically. This is-
Okay. Sacred Flame is what, a dex save?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, it's -2 to... Oh, you get it. Never mind.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
So I
What
dodge
do you
her
mean, minus-
eye blast.
Yeah. You only take half as much, I think. That's how it works.
I don't think I take any for Sacred
Oh.
Flame.
Oh, Sacred Flame, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... You're thinking of the other one. Scorching Ray. So, yeah, you dodge it. And reroll initiative.
Okay. We all got 14. I guess Morgan needs to reroll. Oh,
Okay,
shit.
Morgan is going to go up to Francesca and flank her with dual glaive. Oh shit, I didn't mean to roll that second one.
Well,
Oh no, he has
she,
multi-attack.
Yeah, well, she has it at advantage. I don't think we're 5 yet.
Oh, that's
So
right.
she doesn't
Well,
have multi-attack
Morgan's
yet.
stuck forever at level 4. Alright, I'll give her the 16 damage. So she like slices Frankie through the shoulder.
Shit, is Frankie okay?
No, Frankie is bleeding profusely. Iku, it's your turn.
Okay.
Frankie is still focused on you.
Let me see. Can I make an Arcana check to attempt to pull Gallius out of Francesca?
Alright.
Okay. Here goes nothing. So I'm going to begin incanting in Primordial and attempt to wrench him from her mind. Nat 1.
Nope.
Oh, no. Oh shit. Okay. I can't do anything as a bonus action, so that's it for my turn.
Alright, so it's Francesca. She's going to attempt to short sword you again. And
Oh no.
that will be 11. So it just doesn't hit you. And then
Oh,
Sacred
nice.
Flame.
Thank goodness. Okay. Sacred Flame. What's my save mod? +3. Okay. 15. No
All right,
damage.
no damage. Right from the top. All right, it
Nice.
is your turn.
Okay, well, seeing as I can't save her, I guess I will fight her. So my first attack will deal 6 damage plus plus 5, so 11 damage. And then my second attack will deal 3 damage.
All right, so as you do this, she is going to fall, and the wraith thing is gonna like come out of her body and reappear, and she is out.
Is she like down and out?
Yeah,
Is she dead or just like unstable?
dead.
Oh shit.
Morgan
Frankie!
is going
No!
to. Morgan's gonna face the wraith now. It is the wraith's turn, and he's going to go up to Frankie and attempt, or not Frankie, Morgan, and attempt to hit him, and he does. Dealing 10 damage.
Oh shit. This wraith is bad news. We could have been bros, Gallius. But you out here playing games.
Morgan's gonna be like hit the glaive and miss both
Swinging
times.
wildly.
As the fight goes on, you see. Where is he? You see Tajgroth like come out of the dark into the fray.
Doshgroth, is that you?
Iku, we must defeat this foe.
I don't know why you're here, but I'm so glad you are. Together then.
Morgan says, "You're going down, Wraith."
Let's go.
All right, so everybody re-roll. I think that's everyone. So Puck joins the fight.
Oh no, I'm going last. Oh, I don't know that Toshgroth is Puck though.
Oh, my bad. Tajgroth will actually go first, and he's going to light crossbow at advantage. Actually, no, you guys aren't flanking. Never mind. So, but he hits for that first one, and then he gets a follow up with a mace.
Nice. Putting
So-
in work.
All right, and then that will be it. And then Morgan. Wait, no, it's yeah, it's Morgan's turn. Fucking doing it. So it'd be that missing, regardless.
Damn.
All right, it is Wraith's turn. He's going to turn towards Morgan and lift a finger. Ooh, and he failed. All right, your turn, Iku.
Alright, I am just gonna continue swinging on this thing. And miss my first attack. Or actually, no, I don't have advantage anymore, so both miss. That's my turn.
Okay. Reroll everyone. Just you. Wait, why did I hit your initiative button? Well,
I don't know.
yeah. It's because I was playing for everyone else's character, and I just like hit yours instinctively.
I see.
Alright. How's Groth? Alright. So from the top, Morgan is going to glaive, but I keep rolling an initiative, so he misses. It is now your turn, Iku.
I am once again gonna swing, dealing 3 damage, 5 damage total.
When you hit it this time, like streak of blue comes from like the place that you hit it at.
Yes, I think we're killing it.
All right, it is Tajgroth. He's going to use Wrath of the Storm.
Holy crap.
And this thing is going to...
crap.
Alright, and then... It is the Wraith's turn. He's going to turn to Tajgroth. Lift a finger. Ooh. So the Wraith vanishes once again. And
Oh,
Tajgroth
no.
turns towards the group.
I've seen this before. Be on your guard, Morgan.
Morgan nods at you and turns towards Tajgroth. Alright, reroll everyone.
Oh no. Nat 20.
Nice. So you get to go first.
I'm going to run over here and once again attempt to use my feeble knowledge of the arcane to pull Gallius out of Tajgroth.
Alright.
No.
You feel like you feel yourself tugging on the dark wispy aura around Tajgroth, but to no avail.
I'm not strong enough.
Okay, that's my turn. At least we're flanking now.
Yep. So Morgan, no, it's Tajgroth's turn. Whoops. So he's going to attempt to light crossbow Morgan, hit, and then follow it up with a mace. And what's her AC? Does that hit? No, it does not. So Morgan just gets hit with the crossbow. It's Morgan's turn. He's going to glaive at advantage, and Tajgroth has like an AC of yeah, Tajgroth does not get hit at all.
no.
Alright. So reroll.
To the death.
Alright, your turn again.
So 13 on the first attack, 19 on the second attack, dealing 8 damage.
Alright. Tajgroth takes 8.
And that's it for me.
Alright, Tajgroth is going to turn towards you now. And
Ooh.
light crossbow, then mace.
The crossbow will definitely hit, but the mace does not.
Yeah.
9 damage. Ouch. That hurts pretty bad.
Alright. That's everybody. Roll.
Did Morgan go?
Yeah, Morgan went. Missed
Okay.
both times.
Oh shit, okay. Okay.
Okay. It is Morgan's turn. Morgan hit something. He's going to maul at advantage and miss both times.
Same as always. Morgan imagines a nail. I'm teasing Morgan, but
Cosgroth is going to keep at his attacks on you.
oh my god, an extra 3 damage.
Now it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to swing at advantage. Dealing 4 damage on the first attack. Oh wait, actually that's with my modifiers, so 6 damage on the first attack and 1 damage on the second, so 7 total.
Alright. Reroll.
I'm gonna have to kill all of my allies.
Alright, so it is your turn again.
Okay. I guess I'll just keep whopping on. Die, Toshkov. So 5 plus 3, 8 damage on the first attack. 3 damage, so 11 total.
Alright. Cosgroth slumps to the ground.
Oh no, I killed my friend.
Is Toshkov
And moment.
dead?
Yes, it's just as Frankie was. Slumps to the ground, and the Wraith returns from her body, or his body.
Gosh.
And it is Iku, it's your turn. Or no, it is the Wraith's turn. My bad. And he's going to target you, Iku, and attempt to hit you with a sword.
That will definitely hit and nearly completely wreck me. I have 7 health left.
Oof.
Oh shit.
Alright. It is Morgan. Dual glaives. Oh shit, it's not flanking anymore. Damn it. So she misses. As the fight carries on, however, another familiar face comes from the smoke. And he immediately flanks.
Trent, the pirate, what are you doing here?
Says, the elemental guides my sails, and he showed me who my allies can be. Iku, you're a closer friend than what I think you are.
Well, I'll take any help I can get. Quickly, we must defeat this foe.
So everybody re-rolls.
Damn, I am very hurt.
Alright. It is Trent. So Trent is going to double dagger. And he is going to hit him. 11.
I will probably get wrecked on this next hit. I cannot heal myself.
It is your turn, Iku.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going as much as I can, dealing 5 damage on the first attack and 3 damage on the second.
So how much total?
8 damage total.
Alright. It is the Wraith's turn. He's going to turn to Morgan and lift a finger. He vanishes once again.
Oh no, Morgan's gonna kill me.
Trent, save me. This little girl's a monster.
Alright, so it is now Morgan's turn. She's going to turn towards you.
Oh lord, here it
Here
comes.
it comes.
Oh my god. So I like sidestep and the glaive just like crushes into the stone next to me. I'm like, holy fuck.
Oh.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay.
So Trent's going to run up behind Morgan. And this time, dual swords with offhand. And Morgan does not stand a fucking chance. Completely cut down in a matter of seconds. Goddamn Forrest's character is stacked.
Is that +6? I think he's got a sneak attack built into that macro there.
I don't even need to roll it. Or wait, if it's built in, then yeah.
It looks like it's built in, but it's not rolling. It's just giving him a flat 6 for like a whopping number.
Alright, so
So
Morgan falls to the ground, dead. And the Wraith comes out once more.
Trent,
It's your turn.
I can't go on much longer.
I'm going to swing, dealing 2. So 10 damage on the first attack, and 2 damage, 12 damage total.
Alright, how do you kill it?
Oh my gosh. So, with my remaining strength, I'm going to sort of like make an X slash across, desperately trying to finish it off. And then I'll swing both of my Spider Fang daggers, or Spider Fang sickles down, which like equally like bite into this thing like Spider Fangs.
So you do like this like crazy slashing attack, and all of the slices you make across its body like hang there, like bleeding like a blue wispy like vapor, and then it just slowly disintegrates, and you hear Isaiah screaming, "Ah!" like angrily as it like disintegrates into thin air.
So long, Shabbathkar.
He's like, "So you've chosen your own doomed fate," and then he like completely.
I've chosen myself.
And then it grows quiet as this wraith vanishes into nothing, and Trent along with it. And
What-
as you look towards the ground, all of the bodies that had laid there, except for Frankie's,
I sort of
have vanished.
drop to my knees.
Frankie! Frankie, speak to me!
She like comes to. She's like, "Arthurus?"
Arthurus! No, it's me, Ego.
You can. No, you're Arthurus, my brother.
Arthurus? Yes. Yes, it's me, Frankie. I suppose it is. Are you
You're
okay?
free. She says, "You're free," and then vanishes. And
Yep.
then, as you look this way, you see like a well of light open up.
Is that like which direction?
This direction.
Which direction?
You didn't see it?
Uh-uh.
Okay, my arrow. You see the arrow?
You might be on the GM layer.
Oh. What about this
Oh,
arrow?
okay, okay. Okay, sort of
It's like
like
a quiet, swirling well of light.
Holding my wounds, I'm going to like weakly limp through these ruins towards this well of light, and I'm going to sort of eye it suspiciously. And then, looking around, going to take a step into the light.
You step into it, and you feel like you see the darkness around you, the dark hellscape slowly like vanish. And you feel like just light as a feather as you drift off. And you are suddenly surrounded by clouds and a distant sunrise. And before you a man stands. Silently watching you.
You. Are you here to save me? Get me out
He
of
says
that
nothing,
wretched
but
place.
he says nothing, but you hear a voice into your head, calming and unlike any other, far from the sinister voice that Isaiah once possessed. And he says, "This is you, Arthurus, before the taint."
This is me.
And I sort of remove my mask. Is it me? Is it like my
It is.
same face?
This is what you used to be before Isaiah found you.
I was rather dashing.
And I sort of like reach out and touch this person.
When you reach out and try and touch him, he like fades back into like towards the sunset and vanishes. And out of nowhere, out of like the distance, the horizon, a large being comes into view.
Holy fuck. Holy shit. What the fuck?
It's like, "You have freed yourself, Iku, but I cannot guide you on the path you are on. This is your own destiny, but I can easily say that Francesca is now the one true heir to my throne, and you, as her brother, shall help her to it."
Are you Azil?
"Yes, my son."
And I'm really free. No harm will come to me.
"Yes, you are free to make your own choices, but protect the one Francesca. She is now the universe's only hope."
Very well. Azil, I'll make you a deal. Help me in this cause, and I'll protect your herald.
"And what cause is that?"
Oh, well, I mean, like, help me protect Frankie, and I will protect Frankie.
"Oh,
Since I'm not getting the support.
you have a great taint amongst you."
Am I still... Yeah, I'm still Axeloth, right?
"Yes."
I'm like half Axeloth, half part Light of Azale.
Yeah. Well, you're not yet Axeloth. You're like an egg, like an infant version of him. Like you're not fully evil yet, is what I mean.
Okay, okay. So he doesn't consider me like...
A threat, no.
Okay. Well, not just a threat, but like I'm not like gonna be his hero either. I'm just like a way for Frankie to like...
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
What he's essentially doing is he is breaking the bonds of twinship, meaning it is not required for you. So the power was divided between you and Frankie.
Mm-hmm.
He is essentially breaking that. Now that you have come around to the light, or not come around to the light, but like acknowledged Aziel and rid yourself of like the evil pervading your mind.
Mm-hmm.
All the power belongs to Frankie now. Like he's essentially taken the remaining holy power from you and given it all to Frankie. So, like, Frankie now has the developmental power of Jakor Windhelm and
Oh
is no longer like
shit.
weak. So when Frankie is on that boat back to Galen, she will slowly realize that she's stronger than she actually is.
But as I continue to grow, my powers will also continue to develop as Axolotl's powers, right?
Yes.
Oh
He
shit.
continues to say though, there is a great prophecy that still binds you and Francesca McDougal. But I cannot tell you what that prophecy is, for it is something that you yourself must figure out.
Azael, I may be part Arthurless and part your enemy Axoloth. But Frankie, she's all I have. I won't let anything happen to her if I can avoid it.
The gods all trust in you, Iku. Both sides. But it is Frankie's destiny that you now must support. I cannot grant you any power of my own, because you are too far lost, but you can at least set things right.
Fascinating. Perhaps then we can be allies.
He doesn't say anything to this. And
Okay. Interesting situation. Okay.
you are sucked back to the hideout.
Oh shit. I forgot I was in this place. So much has
You
happened.
went through like 3
I
sequences.
know. So much has happened.
So you are now level 5.
Oh shit.
My powers are growing.
You also know a custom ability called Consume. Rather than take a short rest, it has a 5-foot range. Rather than take a short rest, you can consume a freshly deceased medium or larger creature and recover your hit dice that way. You can use it once every 24 hours.
Does it recharge my short rest stuff?
Uh, no, it's just. Oh wait, yeah, I'll say it does. It recharges all your short rest abilities, including hit dice, and you can do it during combat or out of it.
Holy shit. I'm
But it
becoming a
requires you to
god of death.
transform into your old god form.
My old god form. I have an old god form.
Yeah, so that's the second part. You have the ability to become a mind flayer at will,
Holy shit.
and I will give you the mind flayer stats in a little bit. But you have all the mind flayer base abilities, including the consume ability.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Holy cow. So I'm picking up a level in Bard. Damn. This is so crazy, dude. Okay, okay. I will process that later. So for in the meantime, I'm going to like snap back to and be like,
I'm here.
and I sort of pat myself down.
I'm okay.
The seer looks and says, I see you've received a lot of insight. Very good, Iku.
Yes. I've been freed. This
While you're talking, you feel something in your hand.
Is it the horn?
Yeah, it's the antler.
Can I show it to the seer?
He says, so yes, you've spoken to Yule. How was it like?
He showed me the truth. He taught me things about myself.
And that is the power of the winter god.
This god Yule. I wish to carry a token of him on my person through my travels.
He says, well, look what's in your hand.
Yes. You've done me well, Seer. Perhaps I can be of assistance to you.
And I'm going to reach into my belongings and present these 3 books. And I say,
I've recovered some training materials, as well as these.
I'm going to reveal the documents, the blueprints.
Documents? Oh, blueprints.
The blueprints.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so he's like, wow, that's quite the find, Iku. I
Yes,
assume you found these in your trips around Mordon, yes?
indeed I did. We must get this information to Francesca McDougal as quickly as possible. I can assist in making copies.
Well, you are not needed in Galen, and you will be in the future. Big things are happening in Galen.
Indeed. I will begin creating a copy of all of this immediately. Is there any way I can serve you and your men and women?
Return to Galen. We will make do with what we have here, but you are not needed here right now. Galen calls for your aid. And now with your revelation, you can truly assist Francesca McDougal on her journey.
It would take me 2 weeks to get there. Frankie
So
will
we
certainly
have-
be there before me.
The Elvish were great at making things, but one of their greatest inventions, a ship. They were excellent sailors. This ship that we have will get you there in a matter of about less than a week.
What? They have a fast ship?
Yes,
Holy shit.
they
We
have a
should-
few fast ships. They
we
use
should
them to
improvise.
travel around the northern parts, like the Arctic areas.
Oh man, we should improve their elvish design. Holy crap.
Can you show me how these ships are made? Perhaps it could help us in Galen.
It's like, well, certainly. And he leads you to the war room, which is over here.
Okay.
And he says, Morsted, Iku would like to learn more about your elvish ships. He has an idea.
Yes. In return, perhaps I can be of assistance to you.
I show them the information as well.
And he's like, these ships, these are definitely Mordani ships. You've been snooping around quite a bit, haven't you?
I have
Well-
indeed.
Maybe we can combine the two. It makes even better ships. But in the meantime, what the seer says is correct. You're very wanted in Galen. Wanted
Yes.
as in, like,
Right.
needed.
Yeah.
Yes, if I could get to Galen, that would be most helpful. I think I could assist Frankie. And if we could combine the designs of these ships, we have a resource in Galen that may assist us. Mithril.
He says, Mithril. A long lost metal mined by the dwarves.
Indeed. I believe that with these innovations and the assistance of a certain elemental and a certain pirate, perhaps we could get a leg up on Mordon. If
Who
we
is this pirate you speak of? We don't normally do deals with piracy. Or
perhaps
make
not,
deals with piracy.
but this one's special. I've seen it. A servant of I don't know, but he helped me. He helped me become free. I can tell Azael seeks his help.
Exale.
He's known as Trent, the Black Hand of the Elegant Sea.
Trent,
The Regal
the
Sea.
legendary pirate. And how have you made friends with such a man?
This pirate has joined us on our quest. Perhaps Azael guides him. Perhaps not.
And he says, Iku, you may be even more used to us than before. I want you to take this letter to the Galen Council. Inside, with this letter, we can maybe strike up a deal and coordinate with Galen, and take down Mordon for good.
Yes, perhaps we could all work together.
But if you board that ship today, you will be able to make it there in less than a week. The winds are kind.
Indeed. Then we should hurry.
Okay.
So I'm going to end it here.
Yeah,
As
this is
you're,
perfect.
caught up with the group.
Holy fuck. What a crazy session, dude.
Told you, man.
Oh my gosh. Holy crap. This is
So-
such a big deal.
So, okay, so summarize a little bit. You are like an infant version of Axeloth. Like, you are him in his mortal form. It's just unrealized power. With the help, so all that shit that happened with the party inside that dark area versus Shabbathka, that was all in your head. It was like you fighting against Isaiah in your mind.
Oh shit.
So like none of them really actually died. They were just like figments of your imagination. But they helped you like get rid of Isaiah and push him out of your mind for good. And then the thing with Aziel, you don't know if that was another figment of your imagination or not. But it was telling you to like support Frankie. There's nothing he can do to save you from like the old gods, but he knows that like you'll still support your sister. And every time Frankie talks about you being her brother, it is no longer blocked because that was a thing that Isaiah was doing, was blocking you from hearing the truth.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
So your mind is completely free. No more like cryptic eldritch nightmares or anything like that.
Oh
like,
shit. And now I can talk to Frankie about Arthlas being her brother, because she couldn't
Yeah.
tell me that before. She told me Arthlas
you-
was a childhood friend.
You saw a picture of Arthlas too.
Holy fuck. So the thing is, I'm still Arthlas, but the power that Azael grants has basically been funneled to Frankie, because
Yeah.
I still get Axeloth's power, but I'm not yoked by their influence anymore. I'm basically
Yeah.
I'm basically a new old god.
Yes.
Holy shit. I'm a new sentient old god. What the fuck? So I'm growing out of Axeloth, but I have a new personality.
Yes. Iku.
Holy fuck. This is so good, dude. It's so good. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. Well, I gotta think carefully about this, but I'll send you an updated character sheet ASAP.
All right. Okay, so let me go over the real quick. The Mind Flayer. So it'll be like nerfed a little bit because Mind Flayers are fucking strong, and like you're just coming into this ability, into this power. So obviously your stats will get no, but like your ability scores won't get a boost from this, but you'll get abilities, and you'll be able to stay in the Mind Flayer form for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
Obviously, like flavor-wise, the whole party will see you turn into this creature, and then like when you feed on something, you just like latch on to them and like suck out their organs. And
Oh my god. Okay.
so you have to be careful with
Oh my
this
God.
transformation. But I know that since you're an illusionist, you can definitely cast Silent Image while this thing, like while you transform into this thing,
Or
to give
yeah,
it a more,
disguise
you
self.
know, a more neutral look.
I'm gonna slurp out someone's brains in front of Emily. Just traumatize her. I'm gonna go find that kid who stole that gold.
But
Holy shit,
I'll say
dude.
for 5 turns you can maintain a Mind Flayer form. and then you get his basic abilities, like his psionic abilities.
For 30 seconds. And so I become a psionic mind flayer for 30 seconds.
Yeah, you have Mind Blast, you have Levitate, and Detect Thoughts. Those are the three spells that you get.
Oh, dude, yes. Yes, dude. This is candy, bro. Okay, cool.
But only you can only use those spells while you're in Mind Flayer form.
Gotcha. Okay. Damn, this changes so much, dude.
Dude, wait till you see the shit I have prepared for Taj Groth and Frankie. It's just that like they haven't really like gone outside Galen all that much.
Dude, this is fucking wild. All right. Okay, perfect. Is there anything else we should throw in this recording?
Uh oh yeah, well I'll tell you what happened like with Frankie, essentially. So I don't know if you caught it, but Frankie is at her full power now. Like originally the problem was that you guys were twins and the power was divided.
Right.
But because you were able to like finally meet Azael, it was like a form of blessing that like he is now invoked, taken like all your power, all the remaining like holy power and given it to Frankie. So she's like fully powerful. Or like she has her full ability. Like she's still like, a level 4 cleric, but she's now like things will scale a lot better for her now. That was like holding her back from like learning some cool shit. But now, like, yeah, she will learn a lot more.
Damn, this is fucking crazy, dude. Okay. Okay. So Frankie now has all the power of Jakor Windhelm. I am aware that I am Arthalis, who was her brother, and that I am also like embracing the power of an old god, but I'm sort of stealing its power and turning into something new.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
Okay.
you were originally Axelos in infant form, but after you destroyed Azael, I mean not Azael, after you destroyed Isaiah or like kicked him out of your mind, uh, you like kind of like that identity was gone, the one that Isaiah created. And Azael basically like said, "Hey, you're a blank slate now."
Okay. Okay. Uh, well,
But you will like once you like realize your true potential, you will become like fully evil.
yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's just gonna be like a slower transition, but at least I'm free to make my own choices.
Yeah, without interference from a third party like it's always been.
Holy shit. Okay, so on my way back to Galen, because I guess I'll take off immediately to go meet the others, I'm going to use Kuatha to have him, like, copy over, like, these texts and the thing. So I'm basically making multiple copies of it using Kuatha's writing capability.
All right. So after 5 days, you make it to Galen, and you see that the walls of the city have been put up all around, and that's where I'll end it here.
Okay. Holy shit. And I came in on an elvish boat
Yeah.
that,
You slipped past Actually, no. Whenever you were when you were entering like close to Galen, like through the sea, you notice that there's no blockade anymore.
there's no blockade.
Yeah, Mordon's
Oh, right.
blockade is gone.
Okay, because we sort of agreed. Interesting.
You don't know why, but yeah, there's no ships, nothing, no one stopped you. So yeah, you pull right into the harbor,
Interesting.
and I will call it here. No sign of the party or the pirate ship, so they're still out to sea.
Okay, then I will be at the orphanage waiting for them to arrive.
Okay.
Wow. Holy shit. Okay. What a great session, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording right here.
Okay.